in 2 hours. Go. So everyone jumping in. Hello, everybody. Good Friday. Pulled 102 pins. So getting Figment Guy mail is a good thing. Right, Julie?
Yes.
It's always a good thing. Julie's here too. Very quiet over there.
I'm here.
I'm working.
Loading the giveaway.
I'm working. So we went to Magic Kingdom. That was fun. Went and traded. I posted my new video of trading. I will be, after I do an Animal Kingdom video, I will be doing individual board. Same kind of concept, but individual boards. So you guys can get an idea of where the boards are located around the entire park. For you guys. It's not I should load it to YouTube. I didn't load it to you. I didn't load either of those. I didn't load any of them to YouTube. I should.
So really quick, we have tons and tons of new pins and Vinylmation.
Wow, there's 205 in there. It was like 60 for the last show.
It's very busy today. So there's a lot of Vinylmation figures. There's a lot of pins.
I see our offers already coming in.
I have
for what's
9
in there.
offers. We're going to accept every offer that comes in.
I did not get the Figment. We bought 2 tumblers.
We got the goat.
We bought 2 tumblers.
Teresa's the goat.
Is that goat stat?
That's goat status.
Goat tier.
Yeah, goat tier.
That's 4.
Teresa, make sure you click your little coupon up at the top.
I got 2 tumblers from Epcot. I did not get Figment. I'm supposedly trading for it, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Have a bone to pick with me. Well, I could have loaded so many Alice in Wonderland pins.
Oh gosh.
I could have.
Nice old lady went hard on the Alice.
I didn't put like any of the LE 100s. There's like 8 limited edition of 100 pins that are chilling in a bucket right now that I could have loaded in this show.
Insane.
But I definitely did not. And then there's a limited edition of 100 princess pins.
I just priced that
just out of nowhere. They're sitting in the bucket.
We'll try to get that into Sunday show if we can.
Don't target me.
There's definitely way too many pins.
Pew pew pew. So I will say this. Nice old lady dropped off a ton of I should say I picked up a ton of stuff. Disney Channel is running at the end of bucket 1. If you're looking for Disney Channel, because there's 75,000 of you that pulled it today, crazy concept. Don't leave until after bucket 1, because there's nothing in bucket 2 that is Disney Channel.
It's all in one.
It's all in one. There's a good amount of you that were like, I want this one and this one and this one.
Yes, but don't leave it all, because we're going to do giveaways every 20 auctions. Got some good stuff loaded. We
had a good time walking around Magic Kingdom. It was a quick trip. Just filming some content and pretty much just wandering the park. So it was nice.
It's hot here in Florida.
It was 91 degrees that day. So it was very, very hot.
Yes.
A little too hot. I will also I'll give you a concept of what's coming up. I would like to do an Animal Kingdom video in the form that I've already done. Then I'm going to go back to Epcot and go board by board and basically give each board in each location its own due video, so that you guys can kind of get the concept of where are the boards at. But that's also going to lean into the next grouping of content, which is identifying real and fake pins. So I run with this rule of thumb, and I see people put out information, and it's like 20 paragraphs of information about real and fake pins. KIS. Do you know what KIS means? Keep it simple. Like, I'm about keeping it simple, so it's simple to follow, and that you just pick up a couple tips and tricks to help you along the way. I'm not looking to write a Bible on how to redo pins and
20 seconds to get in on the first giveaway. If you win a giveaway before you make a purchase, we pay for your shipping.
Yes.
So it's always good to get in.
So if you're in that giveaway, you win right now. You buy anything, we're paying for your shipping. If you buy something and then you win a giveaway, you're paying for your shipping. Just so you know that's how that works. If you're brand new here, we're going to show the pins with the 10% discount. There'll be a little swipe button down there that you'll be able to bid. You don't want to outbid yourself ever. That's the #1 rule of the game.
Anna Fuentes, 97. Congratulations. Unfortunately, you've been buying in the buy it now. So
yes, you've already bought in the buy it now.
I'm sorry about that.
Mr. Narwhal's here. That's 2. You get 2 of the Screaming Goats. The reason we have a Screaming Goat is we want to shout you out from the rooftops because you're so amazing. We appreciate you. But we will be running the pins at the... What's better than 1 giveaway? 2 giveaways.
How about that?
At least 2 giveaways.
You can actually see the video on Instagram under the Figment guy. He's going to show you all of the stats.
I mean, I might as well show you right now. So if you're on Facebook, Pin Trading Disney, the best Facebook pin group that there is. Guys, we hit a milestone today. 79,000 members. 79,000 members today.
That's an accomplishment right there.
On Instagram, I am the Figment guy. On Julie is the Figment guy's wife on Instagram. On TikTok, I am the Figment guy. On YouTube, I am the Figment guy. On PinPix, Trusted Seller, I am also the Figment guy.
Yes.
Don't look for me on MySpace. I am not the Figment guy on there. If that's is MySpace even a thing anymore? That's what we call brand synergy, guys. They're playing Fireball. They're playing Fireball.
Oh, no. You didn't hear that?
So
the
next,
Facebook group is called Pin Trading Disney. It's that very first line.
Pin Trading Disney, right there. Look for the logo. If the logo's on it, it's the Figment guy. Are you sure you want to be the Figment guy this week? I mean, I will say this. I was heavily targeted by this. We'll talk about the Epcot autograph signing that's coming up, the artist signing that's coming up, because I was so heavily targeted. I had to switch days off.
Yes.
So I had to switch my work days because of this. If you guys are here in Orlando, we run pin events here in Orlando. Julie, how much does it cost to park at these events?
Free parking.
How much does it cost to get into the events?
You don't pay a single $1.
Oh, it's absolutely free.
Absolutely.
Giveaways every hour. We love to just bring fun. 80 plus tables of fun, basically, of free trading. Fins and pins, pinning magic, pins collecting, Kenny pins, pinning ghosts, and Thanos's right pins are all of our featured vendors. Them being featured vendors for us help keep it free. If you're not going to be here on May 17th, I will say we have other events coming up this year. May 17th is the next one. July 5th, September 6th, and November 8th are the next free pin events here in Orlando. We met a really nice couple on the monorail that was like, they're local and they were asking questions about the pin group. We'll talk about the monorail because it was a really interesting interaction that it kind of happened out of nowhere. Right, babe?
Yes.
It's like, all right.
You're talking to them.
Is there anyone else here?
You're talking to
Bueller. Bueller. So, no, we had a good time, and we met some really nice people. We gave away a whole bunch of the fantasy pins. If you guys, is the fantasy pin in the buy it now right now?
It is, yes.
So I had a lot of people asking me like, "Hey, I'll pay you to ship it to me." Crazy concept. It's in the buy it now right now, where you can buy the fantasy pin and have it shipped to you. So that's how that would work if you wanted it shipped to you. But yeah, so good news is one video closer to finishing up the long scale kind of videos that I was doing, going down to shorter videos. Then we'll also be doing, like I said, my boss used to say KISS. I said KIS, keep it simple. My boss used to say KISS, keep it simple, stupid. He was a nice guy. Mm-hmm. We got along very well. But yeah, no, it's I'm excited. You guys pulled 102 pins today, so we'll jump into those after the third giveaway. Anything else crazy? We already did that.
Yeah, no,
that's done already.
Yeah.
Oh, dollar starts.
Ooh, M232. They randomly gifted. Thank you so much. And Allie Pattern, you got
and it was randomly gifted one of the fantasy pins.
Nice. Thank you so much.
So we got something interesting from Nice Old Lady. We got these Park Stars, which is a cool vinylmation series that they did. As you can see, it's a gold Figment.
Yes.
So that's what's inside of there. We already know what's in there.
It's not open though. The box is unopened.
This is mine. So this is mine that I already have.
25 seconds to get on the
It's a gold Figment, and it was for the Imagination Gala that they had, the pin event. And so there's a gold Figment in here. We will be running this at a $1 start today. So for you guys, I saw that. Congratulations, Molly. So yeah, we have pins. Sunday will be brand new pins. Sunday, like always, every show is pretty much brand new pins.
Yes.
We'll be showing.
Hey, Fister Dad, congratulations.
Fister Dad, yeah.
That's been a while. It's been a while.
Fister Dad has an event coming up beginning of May 5th. I think it's the 5th. I know it's that weekend. I believe it's 2 days.
Third giveaway's up and running.
Which I can't travel because of work. I told Julie I want to go to all the pin events, but I can't go to all the pin events. That's how they get you. Mm-hmm. This is the second and third. So if you're in the Pennsylvania area, we're trying to lock down the Cleveland dates. So Cleveland, Ohio, if you're in the area or if you're close and you want to travel, we will be having a pin event next year. Maybe
June or
July.
That's what we're looking at. June or July.
So where's the one in PA? Fister Dad can pipe that up. I know it's general location.
Yeah, they won't let you put the actual address.
Yeah, you can't put the actual address. But Boston area, I don't know nobody in Boston besides maybe you. But that's about it. There were more in the Midwest. I think the Midwest is lacking on pin events. I could do a road trip of like the Midwest and literally run pin events in every state, but might as well. We're going to do a world tour next year, Julie.
No.
Figment Guy World Tour 2026.
Have fun with that.
The year of YOLO.
The Figment Guy's wife will be
staying at home.
There you go. Fister Dad wrote where the information is.
The 5-2 vendor event and 5-3 is the everyone event. Mm-hmm. So yeah, California. We're going to try to go to California for the pin event, the Disney pin event. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah. We get tickets, and then tickets for whenever they announce the Disney pin event in Orlando. Sometime this year they'll announce it.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you guys are just naming off cities now.
So earlier on,
or states.
Sammy Joe, I believe, asked the question if the rest of Red Binder Guys pins are going to be on Sunday's show.
So if it was not in the pictures, the rest of Red Binder Guys stuff is on Sunday. Yes. Nice Old Lady will have some stuff incorporated into Sunday. Stuff that we have gotten in pin collections along the way this week, because there's a good amount of it.
There is.
There's definitely a good amount of it.
Yes.
Coming. But one thing I will say, I had a weird interaction, and this is where you got to watch out. We talk about scammers on like the Facebook group, or we talk in Facebook in general. There's a lot of them. But like eBay, man, I had like the scammiest of scammy situations happen. You got to protect yourself. That's the best thing you can do. Mm-hmm. When somebody messages you after you already won the auction and then says, I need $70 more, I'm not sending it to you. Mm-hmm. I was like, just cancel it or send it. I don't care at this point.
Yes, so. Desiree, my collection did come in this week.
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to price much of it. I've been pricing Nice Old Ladies pins today. I did Red Binder Guys yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to work on it a little bit. Some of it's going into the show. Did it go in today's show or
there's a couple of pieces that are in today's show. There's a couple of pieces that are going to be in Sunday's show.
We don't want to give you a heavy amount of Jasmine and Aladdin. We don't want to give you
No,
a
no.
heavy amount of Alice in Wonderland.
We want to spread it out a
We
little
are
bit.
trying to spread
So
it out.
and I mean, I'll be honest. There's stuff that's limited edition of 100. It ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Like that's the easiest way for me to say it.
Right.
The Winnie the Pooh pin that everybody missed from the first month.
Yes.
That is selling for $250 on eBay right now, and I mean that's sold for $250 on eBay. That's what it's selling for.
Yes.
I've got it for $235 with 10% off. I don't think you're gonna get a better deal.
Yeah.
But that's what I got it at. But yeah. Oh, wow. That's you all have coupons. Go spend your coupons.
30 seconds to get in on this last giveaway.
Is this the third one already?
It is.
Oh
yes.
man,
You already did all that, so we gotta start.
That's how they get you.
You gotta stop talking to your friends.
What's the difference between Figment Guy pins and the Figment Guy glower?
Oh, Figment Guy pin is
the little guy.
The little guy. He's just a little guy. And then we have the glower. I have one right here. Let me pull him out of his little baggie. And then that is the Figment Guy glower. And Figment glows on him. Stace loves Disney dogs. Congratulations. You got that third giveaway. And if you're coming in late, we do have a lot
Figment glows purple.
We have a lot of new pins and other items in the Buy It Now section that we're accepting offers on. So you can go take a look at that. I'll be accepting.
I see you guys have you guys have already been hitting it kind of hard. Sold like 20 items out of there already. Yeah. I can see already. So, but yeah, we're accepting all offers on the Buy It Now. We're gonna get into the pins that you selected. Like I said, if you came for the Disney Channel pins, they're in the first bucket. That's where they're at. So I know there was a whole bunch of you guys that were looking at that.
When do you want to run this back? Do that now? Want to do that now?
We can do it now if you want to.
Yeah, let's get it
Okay, Julie wants to run this now. So we'll
get it out of the way.
We'll run this now. So it's for the gold Vinylmation Figment. They called these the Park Stars. There was a whole bunch of different ones, which they're really cool.
The actual figure is just the example. That's Richard's figure. This box has never been opened.
Yes.
But that's what's inside of it.
Yep.
So we are just showing you what's inside of it. We're going to start it at $1. So here we go.
How heavy is it?
It's not heavy.
Not extremely heavy.
10-second auction. There we go. Start at $1. And then if you're new here, shipping's combined. So, you know, if you make several purchases, it's usually going to take like 5 or 6.
And the biggest thing I can tell you is like you're swiping. But if you're in the lead, you don't have to bid.
Yeah, so just pay
Don't
attention.
bid if you're in the lead. Like if you're winning, you're winning. Right. If somebody steals it from you, it bounces it up to 5 seconds. Like if it was a second left and somebody stole it, it bounces it back up to 5 seconds. Pixar, congratulations.
Pixar.
I'll put that guy right back over there. So we're going to jump into the pins. These are the pins that you selected. Limited edition of 4,000. This year that they had, 2019, this was Food and Wine. These pins are gorgeous. There's this one, and there's a Winnie the Pooh slider that somebody pulled that's coming up later on. They're gorgeous pins. Limited edition of 4,000. $25. We're going to start that at $22 for Cinderella.
There we go. First one's running.
And you got Gus Gus is in there also.
And then you can also see, if you're curious about what your shipping cost is going to be, you can click on the shipping cost right above where the bid button is. That'll give you an idea of how much you'll be paying.
So the other thing I will tell you, the number one thing you need to know about today is if you pulled pins, somebody else probably pulled your pin also. So just remember, congratulations. Disneyland Paris, really cute set. There's a couple of these coming up, but there's a whole bunch that were not picked, and they're absolutely adorable. These are limited edition of 700 from Disneyland Paris. They call it the Fun Adventures series. $85 normally. We're going to take $9 off of that. So we're going to go ahead and run that at $76.
There we go.
We have the I Collect Figment bag. The Muppets I Collect bag is coming up today. We have a whole bunch of fun stuff for you guys. And a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't choose that we will do some show and sell later on. So if you stick around, we will play a little show and sell.
Courtney,
congratulations. This one's really cool. It's hard to show like what it actually does. It's a hinge and a slider. So this is a limited edition of 2000. This was for the anniversary of Twilight Zone, Tower Hotel. But it's got the slider and the hinge. And that is 25th anniversary. 50 normally we're going to run it at 45. But yeah, we went to when we were at Magic. Before we got there, we posted, of course, if you find us in the parks, please let us know. We'll go ahead and we're going to give away the fantasy pin. Courtney, congratulations. A whole bunch more tiers just came through. So you guys don't forget, you got $5 off coupons. Hit the little button up there. Hit the redeem, and then it'll automatically be added into your wallet if you buy anything in the buy it now. I will say this: I don't believe if you put an offer in, you can use the coupon. I believe you have to the coupon would come off if you use it in the buy it now. It just comes off. Limited edition of 500. These are cast exclusive limited edition, so only cast members could buy these. Cinderella. This is is that the 70th? Yeah, 70th anniversary. $30 normally. We're going to run that at 27 bucks. But yeah, we said come find us in the parks, and so we're sitting on the monorail. We're all by ourselves, leaving Contemporary. Nobody's sitting with us at all. I actually took video of it, but I didn't post it or anything like that because it was just weird that we were sitting all by ourselves in the entire cabin. Congratulations, Christine. Limited edition of 250 Disney Employee Center. LE 250, you got Abu, you got Aladdin. 55 normally, we're going to take $6 off. We're going to run that at 49. And so we're sitting there and we get into Polynesian and people, get in and everything. And the one mom's like, oh, she's yelling at her kid to come on and everything. The kid gets on the monorail and goes and says, oh, she's like, I found you guys. And she's like, I'm part of the best pin group, Facebook pin group that there is.
Congrats, Giganza.
Congrats on that one. Limited edition of 2,500, the Fairy Tale Moments. Probably the nicest series that they did this year for Disney. It definitely is one of the nicer ones. $40 normally, we run that $36. But yeah, so she's like, I found you. And then this couple staying next to them went and says, well, I'm in his Facebook group too. And I was like, are we just a cabin full of people that know, the
group
that are from the group?
Congrats,
G Willie, congrats. Limited edition of 500. This is another one of those cast exclusive limited editions. The hats are all rubberized, which is amazing. This one is for the 75th anniversary of Three Caballeros. $40 normally. We're going to run that at $36. But yeah.
Yes, Courtney.
No, Courtney, but everyone's quiet today.
Everyone's being quiet. They're just listening to Richard talk.
They're just listening to me talk. I'm talking because I didn't want there to be quiet, so. Nobody's asking questions today, so I thought I'd fill some air. But yeah, so it was just interesting. It was one of those where it was fun. Got to hand out a ton of free pins today. President's Day, Gonzo. Limited edition of 2,000, $25. We're gonna go ahead and run that at $22 today.
There we go.
Well, that's like I said. I tell people if you're coming down, I'll be honest. Your best chances to see us in the parks are probably Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
That's probably your best chances. If you're in the parks on a Wednesday or Thursday, there's a really good chance. D23 membership, I think the D23 membership is worth it. I mean, it kind of does depend on
Congrats, Jen.
Congrats, Jen.
Well, they said that they come down every 5 years or so.
But the D23 membership isn't just that. The gifts that they have this year for the D23 membership are actually really nice. There's a pin set. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So these are all the different emotions, of course. The 5th anniversary. This is one of those cast exclusive limited editions. This one's of 1,000. $30 normally. We're going to run that at $27 for that.
But yeah, they have pins online too for Shop Disney. So, I mean, if you really love pins and you want to get exclusive pins, then, I mean, that's a good way to do it.
Yes.
So, Becca, congrats.
I don't believe they shipped out the gifts yet because they just did a display in World of what is it? World of Disney, the big shop
At Springs.
at Springs. They just did a display in there where it shows the pins, and it's like a 10-pin set, which is really cool. Limited edition of 2000. The I Collect Figment. Some of these are not pins, Julie. They need to step up their game and make these into pins. So I collect, of course, I collect Figment. A whole bunch of Fragmenteers. Get your coupon. 75 normally. We're going to take $8 off. We're going to go ahead and start that at $67. And then we've got 2 more pins, and then it's Disney Channel Central.
Ooh, red alert.
So I hope you're ready for the Disney Channel pins, because they are coming.
Congrats, M.
The Starbucks tumblers are at World of Disney. They are, and you can get all 4 parks there for at World of Disney. They don't just have like one; they have all 4 of them there.
Almost complete.
Almost complete.
Are we talking about Figment or I Collect?
DVC. Oh, they're shipping one of my orders finally.
Okay.
$35 normally. This was a exclusive given to you if you took the cruise for DVC and then went to Alani. So that was $35. We're gonna run that at $4 off. We're gonna start at $31.
Okay, so M still needs the Stitch I Collect.
Okay.
Then they'll be complete. I don't think that was in the pins.
Not in this week's, but maybe next week.
It could have got split up between binders because Red Binder Guy likes to keep it organized.
It could have been based upon the month that they came out. Like that's how usually his binders are a thing. Yeah. So we haven't gotten any Christmas pins from that year yet. So I'm guessing that's coming. That's coming. We're gonna have some Christmas pins coming up.
Some. I priced some of his Christmas
pins. Okay.
Congrats, M.
M. Congrats. There was a lot of people that pulled this one. Very cute. Limited edition of 1,000. $30. Nice pin on pin. $27 on the Winnie the Pooh.
There we go. Yeah, there was quite a bit of Winnie the Pooh.
You're smiling.
Even Nice Old Lady had Winnie the Pooh items, which was.
I feel like Winnie the Pooh is a little like between what we've gotten from Red Binder. It's if it was in a series.
Yeah.
That we got Winnie the Pooh, but I don't think it was an actively like he was collecting Winnie the Pooh.
Alfadel.
Okay, Disney Channel pins. Are we ready?
Are we awake?
2009. Jonas. This is for the TV show. The Jonas TV show, Julie. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't.
That was just outside of our kids. Yes. Like I think $36 is what we're gonna start that at.
That was
for the Jonas pin.
Before kids or
that was no, it wasn't before kids. It was before like our kids weren't old enough to care at that point.
Got it. Congrats, Tiffany.
Congrats, Tiff. Next, we're gonna go High School Musical from 2008. We're gonna go ahead. I want to see something funny about this pin. Disney really tried very hard on this pin. This is how you can tell they tried very hard. They're on the bottom. After it pops away, that's the Disney thing that they would do. The Mickey head in the corner. They just did like a screen grab type of thing. It's hilarious. So 2008. $27 on that. I was like pricing and I noticed that and I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Silly Disney.
We're just gonna do that. Right. I'm all right. And you're watching Disney Channel. Yes. They actually had it at D23 where you could do it.
Yes, they did. We didn't get to do it though.
We didn't get to do it. I would have given anything to do it.
Yeah. Simavara, congrats.
Next, High School Musical 2 from 2008. $30 normally. We're going to run that at $27.
There we go.
And then we've still got Wizards of Waverly Place, which is a first release on Wizards of Waverly Place. We have Camp Rock, Phineas and Ferb, and then also in that collection was Enchanted.
Katie Booz, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Next, I believe it's the only Wizards of Waverly Place pin that there is. This is a first release of it, which is the first run of the pin, and they always have it stamped on the back, first release. And I do love the fact that it's got the Disney Channel. It's got the on the back of pretty much all the pins.
Great.
$80 normally. We're gonna run that at $72. Also from 2008. If you notice the theme, they're like all from 2008. But yeah, you guys pulled 102 pins. We will do some show and sell. Oh, a whole bunch more tiers just gonna unlock. Tiffany, bro, congratulations. You also got Fragment here. Don't forget, get the coupons, clip them up there. Okay, next. Oh, Jonas Brothers are back. Camp Rock. They look so angsty. Look at them. Look at them. They're angsty. I'm looking at them. We're going to run that at $31.
31. There we go.
Have you guys watched the How Disney Built America show on Hulu? No,
I haven't.
I'm curious now.
I don't think they still sell first release. I think that was more around this time of
that was when they were like kind of like that 2007, 2008 range.
Sophia Mutt, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
We have it set aside. Just work on your payment.
You're good to go. Just work on your payment.
Make sure your address is correct too.
Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb coming back June 5th.
Love it. So excited.
First release on Phineas and Ferb, Disney Channel logo on the back. $50 normally. We're going to run that at $45. My kids are ecstatic that Phineas and Ferb is coming back.
We actually found out from our oldest on her stories on
Instagram. She was posting all about it.
Phineas and Ferb's date was released. We didn't know prior to that. And it was like, that makes sense. She would be the first to share it. Congrats to DC Mom.
Congratulations on that one. Next, 2008, it is Hannah Montana. $30 normally. We'll run that at $27. We're into bucket 2. Just I usually like to tell everyone we have 6 buckets total, and we're into bucket 2 right now, so that you guys know kind of where we're at before how long till show and sell and all that stuff. Beauty and the Beast. I have a cast exclusive Beauty and the Beast coming up in the show. That's a cast exclusive limited edition of 800. It's a gorgeous pin. It's one of my favorite sets that Disney ever did.
Congrats, Katie.
Congrats, Katie. High School Musical 3, 2008. Courtney J is like, definitely not. They don't have any Beauty and the Beast.
No.
Oh, $35 normally. We're going to run it at $31. That was Courtney. Perfect timing.
Oh, but one of the things about Phineas and Ferb's release date is it's during the Disneyland pin event.
Yes. So it releases while we're if we get tickets to Disneyland, I will be there.
Yeah.
And then it comes out the next day. It does come out in on Disney Plus. So if you only have Disney Plus, like we don't have cable. We don't have cable at all. So
1 second, let me put it.
I'm going to show this because it's a spinner. So 2007 Enchanted. I love this pin. There's Giselle, and she is her animated form, and then she's with McDreamy. McDreamy.
All right, giveaways up and running for you guys.
So this one's from 2007. $40 normally. We're gonna run it at 30. I should really got to stop 36. I really got to stop looking at the camera. Like I'm looking through the camera through the screen to basically try and put the back on.
Mm-hmm.
Never works.
Never. And then if you're putting offers in, I will get to them. I'm also running the back end of the show as well. So
look at her.
I will get to your offers.
Look at her.
See them coming
She's working so hard over here.
Do it, and then I can't do it because then we're on to the next thing.
She's working so hard.
I
will say this. I do like to run a tight ship when it comes to moving it along because honestly, you guys
don't waste time, right?
Yeah, you guys picked all these pins, so we're gonna show all the stuff that you picked, and then there's 4 little buckets that you guys did not pick. don't look at the stuff that's underneath there. You don't like the stuff in the cases. That's the expensive stuff. I haven't shown that to you guys yet. You're not allowed to see any of that. Billiards, the limited edition of 4,000. I love this All Stars like trading card looking set. 25 normally. We're around that $22. Let's go.
There we go.
There was I mean that like there was weird stuff like I wasn't expecting to get LE 100 stitch pins from her.
No, yeah, who knew?
I mean we literally got LE
There
100
was a
stitch
ton of
pins
them. There
from
had to have
her.
been at least 6 to 7 LE hundreds.
Then we have the
Not
night
all stitch,
we
but
have
like
yeah.
LE hundreds.
And then we have the nice lady from Georgia that's coming.
Congrats, Christine.
Congrats, Christine. We have a nice lady coming from Georgia, and she's bringing a car full of pins.
Yes.
So she's coming on April 27th or 28th. So those shows, and when I talk about vintage, guys, it's I'll show you something like this. It's like the black cards with the plastic completely. It's never been taken out of the plastic. How they used to sell them in the little baggies. I'm excited because I was scoping it, and there's so much old school vintage stuff coming that you guys are gonna love.
Why did you show that one when we were running?
Because it's on the black card.
I got confused for a
Sorry.
second. I was about to run for $22.
Okay. Please don't. Limited edition of 3,000. $45 normally. We're gonna run that at $40.
$22.
Please don't run that at $22. But yeah, no, so she's coming on April 27th, and she comes down about every other month. So we probably will keep getting some stuff from her, as it goes. And then I bought another collection last night.
Congrats, Udalali.
Julie, when you woke up and saw that I spent X amount of dollars.
Oh, yes. I was like, what is this?
Did you curse me?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I looked at it.
You looked at it, and what did you say?
It was good stuff.
It was good stuff.
It was good stuff.
Come on, guys.
You guys will like it.
Okay, guys.
If I could say that he spent money and I was upset about that, but then I saw what it was, and it was a lot of stuff.
So,
I'm like, okay.
So Julie, this is the one question I'll ask you. If I would have spent $50 on a pin in 2018 when we moved down here, how much trouble would I have been in?
Oh, yes. I was always scolding.
Like, I would buy a Figment pin for like 30, 40, $50, and she'd be like, please stop this obsession. Yes. And I said, it's an obsession.
It is an obsession.
It is.
You guys know that.
Limited edition of 2,000. Happy Holidays. Cinderella and the Fairy Godmother. $25 normally. We're going to run that at $22. Oh, man down.
No.
I feel the obsession, that obsession in my soul.
Yes.
So how many of you would get into a white windowless van that said free pins on the side of it?
No, don't do
I got to ask you, you shouldn't do that.
Congrats, Jenna.
But what if I told you they were authentic traders? Hi, my name is Rich, and I do have a pin problem.
And there's a pin event around the corner.
There's a pin event right around the corner.
Oh, no.
So this is what happens at pin. Let me tell you about this. We'll talk about this, and then I'll tell you what happens at pin events. This is Julie's worst fear when we get to a pin event. Limited edition of 3,000, Mary Poppins. I love this series. This came out in 2018 when we moved down here because I remember going to the parks and seeing these, and Julie would not let me buy limited edition pins. Yes. She was like, no, we can't do that. $22. I can tell Julie priced this.
I did price this.
Man, Julie.
I know, I did.
That's crazy.
Giveaway's running.
That's crazy, Julie.
Michaela O2, congratulations. You got the giveaway. It's one of our fantasy Figment Guy pins.
So we go to the pin events, and this is exactly what happens. Somebody comes up to me and says, are you buying collections? And Julie just groans from like down to like one table away from me when I'm trading. And
congrats.
And I'm like, it depends.
Yeah, no.
It's always it depends, but it usually ends up like, here's money. Give me pins. Jiminy and Pinocchio. $20 start. We're going to start that at $18.
There we go.
But yeah, it always starts off with like somebody wanders over and says, hey, are you buying any pins? And it's like, maybe.
Are they scratching their chin when they're asking you?
No, they're scratching their neck beard and like, you buying any of those pins? I'm
I
like,
know.
and I'm like, it depends.
T-Joe Pins, congrats.
Congratulations. Limited edition of 1,750. I do love this Fantasyland series. If you've never been to Disneyland, it's a small world. They have all the characters. They have Disney characters all over it.
I loved
The
that.
one in Hong Kong now has Marvel characters, and it looks adorable. Groot's in like every scene, and it's adorable. 35 normally. We're gonna start that at 31 bucks.
Yeah, I thought that was a really great touch that Disneyland had actual Disney characters in there.
They said that they
Small
don't do it at
World.
Magic Kingdom
They should.
because it's the place that everyone goes on their once in a lifetime vacation, and they want them to see the ride how it was meant to be seen.
2DC Mom.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of nice to go someplace and it's not our home state. And
They're
see
different,
something
but they're different. I mean, that's the nice thing is like I think they made a mistake with
I'm
Star
still
Wars.
jealous of Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, but I think they made a mistake with Star Wars Land, making both of them exactly the same.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have made both of them exactly the same. Limited edition of 4,000. This was from the 2020 Festival of the Arts. Wow, I don't know. I blanked for a second there. $25 normally. We're gonna run at 22 bucks. I think if they would have made both Star Wars different, Star Wars lands, it would have been one of those where, people would have just been like, oh, I got to go visit both of them now.
Yeah.
Whereas now you don't have to go to the other one.
It's the same.
They're literally exactly the same.
Which is also kind of nice because now we're going to be getting our own Indiana Jones, and it'll be different.
And our Indiana Jones is going to be definitely different from what they're saying. So I think they're doing the right thing on that one. Limited release from that same Festival of the Arts. $25 normally. We're going to run that at 22 bucks. I want to go see the other Pirates layouts. So, of course, you guys know that our Pirates of the Caribbean here in Walt Disney World was not supposed to be Pirates of the Caribbean. So when they were making the land, if you notice, Pirates is kind of weird that it's in like it's almost like a what do they call it? Like a New Mexico type of location. Like it looks like the Wild Wild West. And so it was supposed to be the Western River Expedition, which was going to be like buffalo and cowboys, and it's going to be like Pirates of the Caribbean, but like with cowboys.
Okay, Ed, nice try. We got it set aside for you. Just work on.
Got to work on that payment.
I know they didn't like you the other day either.
So what basically ends up happening? What did you run the Ursula Vanessa pins already? They didn't come. They're stuck in.
Yeah.
They're stuck in Sarasota at this point right now. I'm not getting them till Monday. Apparently, is when they're coming next. Limited edition of 2,000, and it's a paintbrush. The logo goes up and down. $25. Normally, we're gonna run that at 22 bucks. So they were supposed to build this ride, and they ended up scrapping the entire thing because when the park opened, everybody asked, "Where's Pirates of the Caribbean at?" Because it didn't open. Pirates of the Caribbean didn't open at Walt Disney World on opening day. It opened up basically like a year and a half later.
Let me try again. That one didn't run, I guess.
It definitely did not run.
All right, it's up.
There we go.
Now.
So I was trying to read that, but it's like blending in with the background.
Congrats, Altrasters.
Congrats.
So if the pin back has Figment on, but the pin itself doesn't, do you have to have that pin in your Figment collection?
No. I mean, this is Figment coloring collection. It's Mickey Mouse. So it has to have Figment on the pin. I'm only collecting Figment pins.
But he's not collecting that one with the frames where it's like all...
None of them have backer cards that I have up on my board. Limited edition of 2,000, 25 bucks. 22 is what we're going to run it at. That's Mickey. That is the limited of 2,000. So basically, they scrapped the whole idea and put Pirates of the Caribbean in the layout that it's in for what this other ride was supposed to be. And yeah,
Prestridge.
Congrats. Basically, all is history at that point. Cast exclusive limited edition of 500. Tangled 10th anniversary. So this was a cast exclusive. Only 500 of them exist. 36 bucks. Let's go. It's a good price on that. Do you know what ride? So they made animatronics for this Western River Expedition, Julie. Mm-hmm. Can you guess what ride has the animatronics in them?
No.
No?
No.
I'll give you a hint. They're buffalo. Can you guess a ride that has buffalo?
Living with the Land.
Living with the Land. Good job.
Fairy Tale Mel. Congrats.
Congrats, Mel.
We did run one, or actually 2 Tower Terror pins.
Yes.
Already sell.
The Carousel series, which is from this year, the Charming Carousels, one will be here and then one's in Disneyland. They're bouncing back and forth. Fox and the Hound's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally about 10 pins away. So this is the Little Mermaid one. Limited edition of 2050. Normally we're going to run at 45.
Yep.
But yeah, it's Living with the Land has buffalo in there and little ground not hedgehogs.
Aren't they meerkats?
Meerkats, yes.
Ground dogs.
That's
a new one.
That's yeah.
Groundhog.
Groundhog. Prairie dogs.
Prairie
That's
dog.
it. That's it.
Congrats, Mel.
Mel, congrats.
We got some fragmenteers.
Fragmenteers came through. Okay, so this is the series I'm talking about. Music to My Ears, limited edition 800. This is a cast exclusive limited edition of 800. It's very cute with the music, and then you open it up. And it is gorgeous. 65 normally. We're going to run this 10% off at $59. And you don't have Beauty and the Beast. Oh, no, I definitely have Beauty and the Beast. I also have the Cinderella one coming up. Shh, no, you don't. And it's actually coming up very soon.
Congrats, Mel.
Congrats, Mel. Limited edition of 3,500. Disney Vacation Club. I remember when these came out. Bambi. I remember it was Bambi. There was Winnie the Pooh, which we have coming up early later on. Somebody selected that one. But they were nice DVCs. Pin on pin. $30 normally we run at $27. And we're into bucket 3, for anyone wondering. Bucket 3 out of 6. But 6 only has like half the amount of pins that the other ones have. Janoski, congratulations. Next, Cinderella's 70th anniversary. Limited edition of 4,000. These remind me of the Doorway of Disney series, but they're not the Doorway of Disney series. It's just the anniversary pin for Cinderella. $30 normally. We're running $27. That's a good deal on that. A pass holder exclusive also on that one. How was your breakfast? We went to Steakhouse 71.
It was delicious. We were walking in, and I already knew that I wanted to have Eggs Benedict at Steakhouse 71.
Lindsay, congratulations.
And so we walk in, and I did not see that there was another guest with food on their table. I was just walking, and Richard said, I saw what the pancake was.
Yes.
I was so afraid. I didn't want my mind to be swayed, but I love their lemon blueberry pancakes, the seasonal pancake. But yeah, so I told our waitress, please don't tell me what the specialty pancake is. I don't want to be swayed. I have my mind set on Eggs Benedict.
Official conscience.
And she's like, well, what do you think it is? And I'm like, I'm fairly certain it's the lemon and blueberry. And she's like, it is. I said, you weren't supposed to tell me.
You weren't supposed to tell me what it was. $27 on the beautiful enchanted emblem. Jiminy.
And then she said, well, you could get a small stack with 2 and it's $7 extra. And I was like, I'm not that hungry.
In my head, I'm thinking like that's actually a really good deal.
It is a good deal, yeah.
For $7. If I would have shared the pancakes with her, would have made sense.
Right. But he doesn't eat that kind of pancake.
No.
So.
No, thank you. No, I don't need any lemon, cheese, whatever.
Congrats, Deb. But if you ever go to Steakhouse 71, and it's this time of year, they always have their specialty pancake, and it is the lemon blueberry, and it's so good. Limited
edition of 1,500. Saratoga Springs, the Christmas pin. We have a whole bunch of these in the show today. Bell, $30 normally. It's going to be $27.
So I told Richard we're going to have to go back to Steakhouse 71 now so I can have the blueberry lemon pancakes.
We have to make another
launch.
trip now,
So I'm like, oh darn, right?
it'll be like the day, like we were hoping, like, oh well, maybe the new bags will come out. We can open them up here for you guys.
We're so hopeful. But
Jess
no,
Goblin,
no
congrats.
new bags. No trash can mystery bags either.
Nope.
Very sad.
Limited edition of 3,000, same series, Contemporary Resort with Cinderella. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22. But yeah, it was one of those where it's like, oh man, like when I was like, she's gonna change her mind. I thought you were gonna get the pancakes. I'll be honest.
Well, I don't know. I had a taste for the eggs Benedict, so had to stick with my taste.
Jenna, congratulations. 25 normally. We're gonna run that at $22 for the Fox and the Hound mini jumbo, basically. Did we discuss how the toy box mystery box is released in New York? No, we did not discuss that, and I didn't even think that was a thing. Right? Like them releasing
Why would they put it there first?
Why would they release there ever?
Kev B, pin collector. Thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Same series as the Ariel, the Cinderella. God, that is pretty. 55 normally. We're gonna go ahead and run that at. My brain shut off. 49 bucks. But yeah, so we're in bucket 3. We're about to be into bucket 4. And then when we get into show and sell, what that means is I'll show you a pin, has a price on it. If you say run that pin, we'll run it at the 10% discount. If you want to make an offer, a reasonable offer, we can also do that. I'll be honest.
Congrats, Jenna.
Congrats, Jenna. I'm not going to have much wiggle room on the expensive stuff. I'm not going to go crazy with it because I can take it to a pin event and trade it out in 5 seconds.
Yeah, we do too well with it at pin events.
It does very well. Limited release. This is the rewards pin, the Visa rewards pin for 2020. $25 normally. We're going to run that at $22.
There we go.
Oh, Fister Dad buying a cruise pin.
Thank you, Fister Dad.
You made Julie's night with that purchase.
Getting a big box set out of here.
Anytime we can get a box set out the door.
I got more room on the shelves now for all these pins Richard keeps buying. Congrats, Deb.
Made Figment pins. Would you collect those also, or have you if they exist? None of those exist. So Disney is very, very tight with their Figment and their park. You're not going to see like certain characters on certain things. Like park characters will probably never be on anything except if they have like parks logos on them. Figpin made some Figment pins because they were parks pins made by Figpins. Limited edition of 700. This is Paris. 35 normally. That's a good price on that. We're gonna run that at 31 bucks.
Did we run the Aristocats vinyl?
Not yet.
Okay.
That has not run yet.
And then have we run the Jungle Cruise Disneyland 65th yet?
Not yet. That's coming up. I think that's towards the end of the buckets.
All right. Congrats, Raven.
Raven, you got a grab on that. Good job. Limited edition of 2000 Magic of Honor. One of my favorite series. One of the first series I collected for the entire like monthly series. It was 2019. I started doing like I would get it every single month because Figment was the first one. 35 normally. We're gonna start at 31 bucks.
The Fig Pin, what, Leah?
Do you have the Figpin one? Yes. The sweater one. There's two. There's
one?
two Figpin Figments. There's one with him like in the Starburst,
Yeah.
and then there's the Christmas one with the sweater, and I have both of them.
Congrats, Jess Goblin.
Don't worry, I made the meme of Jess Willis standing behind a tree holding another Figment pin. Every time I get complete, she just miraculously is releasing another Figment pin. Yeah. Who would have seen that one coming? Limited edition 700. We had one of these earlier. We had Tower of Terror earlier. Fun Adventures series. It's Belle on the Carousel. $40 normally. We're going to run that 36 bucks. Those are limited edition of 700. We do have more of this coming up in the show. Those Disneyland, somebody was saying about the Disneyland 65th ones. We have a whole bunch that were not picked. They're really cool, and I think once you guys see them up close, you're gonna be like, okay, now I need that.
I was so surprised how many like Disneyland Paris were in these collections.
Yes,
I priced, and they're just gorgeous.
Kappa, congratulations. Limited edition 800. That's that series that we've been talking about. Music to My Ears, Circle of Life. Ellie of 800, 55 normally is the Lion King. Beautiful pin. This whole series is gorgeous. We're gonna run that at 49 bucks.
Thankfully, we only bought 2, but we didn't get the Figment pin. So
yeah, I supposedly someone has one for me. I'm gonna basically trade for it at the pin event. I'm not rushing to, get it and everything. And then they'll sell out next week, and then I'll be like, oh no, what have I done?
Queen Angel, congratulations.
Congratulations.
We got a fragment here.
Lauren Gordle, congratulations on Fragment here. Clip your coupon. Make sure you got that. Low key, the best pin tonight. This is the best.
Did you say low
key? Low key, the best pin of the night coming up. And only one person selected this pin.
Loki?
No. Only one person selected this pin.
Got 35 seconds to get in on the giveaway that's running.
National Puppy Day. It's got Bolt as a puppy. It's got Winston.
I know. Winston's
it's got Winston. 27 bucks. Let's go.
How cute is that?
It's adorable. We didn't run any of the Alice pins yet because nobody selected them to run. So the Alice pins will not be shown until after we finish up with everything that was selected to be run.
Congrats, Karen.
Well, yeah, you selected 2 on the white cards. I'm talking about the black cards, the big boys. Some of the other Alice's we will be running. Limited edition of 2,000.
Jenna, congrats, you got the giveaway.
Oh, congrats. You just won. $30 normally we're gonna run for 27 bucks. And then
so how do they go about selecting what they want run?
So in the back you can kind of see it's kind of a little blurry at the moment, but what bucket is the Alice pins in? 4 or 5. I can't remember. It's either 4 or 5, and we're in 4 right now. We just got into 4.
Congratulations, Donna.
Donna, congrats. So if you're part of the Facebook group Pin Trading Disney, if you're not following me on Instagram, guys, I am putting out high quality content. I had a post have over 2,000 likes. That's crazy. That was crazy.
Tell them how they can find.
Oh, so on those, either of those,
focus.
You're basically going to see pictures of pins. They'll see a number in the corner. I don't need you to zoom in. Don't zoom in on it. Take our picture, circle the pin that you would like run. We usually start them at a 10% discount the first time we show you. We might go a little bit higher if it's something from like the limited edition books that are behind me. So just so you guys know.
There's 2 Alice pins coming up right after this.
Oh, yes. That might have been the ones that
might be the ones you chose.
I think so. I didn't even see those. Limited edition of 4,000. It's the DuckTales. The DuckTales Kingdom Council series. Beautiful. $30. We're going to start that at 27 bucks.
I follow for the pin content. Stay for the duck dance breaks. I'm so excited we saw the squirrel. And then immediately there's a duck.
A duck ran in right after that. And I was like,
it was amazing.
Me and Mason were talking about it. He's like, it was like an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Congrats, Doe.
He's like, what is this squirrel break that you're doing here? And then all of a sudden, there it is. All of the Disney Channel pins ran in the very first bucket because almost like 80 people chose those. Limited edition of 500. Pin trading is just my cup of tea. Limited edition of 500, Alice. 72 bucks. I like pin trading related pins.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a collection I could solidly. I won't start it because I'm not starting any other collections ever. Yeah. There's enough Figment pins.
There's a lot of pin trading pins out
there. There's a lot of pin trading pins. The Pooh Charming Carousel has not run yet.
Aria,
that is coming up. Aria, congrats. Cast exclusive limited edition of 1,000. $50 normally. We're going to run that at 45 bucks. Those carousel pins are very cute. I will say this. I think we have also had, all of them were chosen. I only had 3 of them. They came in a collection that I purchased.
Congrats, Aria.
Aria, good grab.
Did the I Collect Villains run? I feel like we only ran one.
No, there only one I Collect ran.
Figment, right?
Yeah, because coming up I Collect, we have back to back.
Back to back.
Muppets, then Villains, coming up in about 15 pins or so. Limited edition of 3,500. I told you these are adorable. These DVC pins. Anything with Winnie the Pooh. Mm-hmm. And Eeyore's smiling again. Eeyore's not allowed to smile. 27 bucks. Let's go.
He's happy to be a DVC member.
He is happy to be a DVC member. So yeah,
got some fragmenteers.
There we go. Don't forget to clip your coupon, guys.
Congrats, Karen.
Is it like timeshares? Yes, kind of like a timeshare, but a Disney timeshare at that point. And not as brutal as like other timeshares. Congratulations, Karen. This was the other one. We had the Cinderella earlier. This is the slider Winnie the Pooh that I was talking about. Very cute pin. 22 bucks. Let's go. I actually traded for the artist proof version of that the first pin event we ever went to. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't remember that.
Back in the day.
Well, Golden Oak is different than DVC, though. Golden Oak is like a gorgeous community where you can,
with multi-million-dollar homes.
Oh
like
my gosh.
DVC is where you're basically buying points to make vacations.
Do you want to fall down a rabbit hole? Go onto YouTube and start searching Golden Oak homes and just
you
watch
can watch videos of other people's Golden Oak homes, and it's amazing. Like it's to see the things that people have in their houses.
It is amazing. I'm a realtor. I want to. You should.
Limited edition 2000. This is from the Disneyland 65th anniversary Jungle Cruise. 30. We're gonna run that at 27.
Yeah, Richard has put those videos on for us before.
Yes.
And it's just like, holy cow, these houses are gorgeous. And like some of them have butlers.
Yes.
Like you can have your own concierge service in your own home. Like who does that?
Daphne, what I'm basically told, a lot of the people, Aiden, congrats. What I'm told with a lot of those houses, it's CEOs of companies, of like multi-million-dollar companies. So they're making, 20 to 100 million dollars a year. People who have a lot of money. And did you know when they first started building those houses, you could get them for like $750,000?
Can you imagine if you held on to it?
Could you imagine if you would have at least seen that coming down the pipeline?
Wow.
Limited edition of 2,400. Happily Ever After. Snow White series. I love this series. Lion King just came out a little bit ago, and I believe this month is Beauty and the Beast. They haven't shown it yet or announced it yet, but I believe it's Beauty and the Beast, based upon the pictures from the Disney Pin event. $45 on that one.
I believe it still is technically Disney property, because they're right next to Fort Wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
They're right next
No,
to
it's 1,000% Disney property.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Around the corner is Port Orleans and all that.
Don't forget, Disney property is 43 square miles. So Disney property is actually bigger.
Congrats, Jack.
Well, Disney World property is actually bigger than the city of San Francisco. So when you really think about it, it's gigantic. This is a little bit of a graily grail, Julie. Limited edition of 700, Disneyland Paris. 115. We're going to take $12 off of this. We're going to run it for 103. It is adorable.
Here we go. So, Golden Oak contract you sign, you technically never own the property. You can't will it. It's weird. Interesting. I didn't know that. Seemavar, congrats.
Congrats on that one. Okay.
We're going to be staying at Fort Wilderness next weekend, actually, for my birthday weekend.
So Julie,
Excited.
this is the one
This is the
that
one.
we were talking about.
Yeah.
So this is selling for $250 right now. It is on eBay. It is selling for $250. So we're gonna run it. It's with the discount is gonna be $211.
$211. There we go.
These escalated in price. It's because of it's the first in the series. So whatever happens, whenever you guys get in on a pin collection, get on the first of the series because
congratulations!
oh,
you
you
got a really good deal on it.
got a great deal on that.
Finally, yes. Congrats.
And you got a coupon, so you got $5 more to spend on that. You got a great deal on.
Yeah, that was a really good deal.
Good job on that one. Limited edition of 1,000. Hub's gonna kill me.
Well, you could just show him what
Show him how much you saved. Don't. I learned that with Julie. Show the amount that you saved, not the amount that you spent. Yes. Like, honey, I could have literally. It's for the kids. So I mean, there you go. Remember the amount you saved, and it's for the kids. Limited edition of 1,000. Pin trading nights. Something they brought back. They had a pin trading nights at Disneyland last year, but they never brought it back to Walt Disney World. I'm angry about that. They used to have really cool pins that would come out. $35 on the Sorcerer Mickey. We're gonna run it for $31.
Oh, there you go. Golden Oak is one of the only residences, besides the 4, maybe 6 homes that are required to be on property to make LBV its own city.
There you go.
What's LBV?
Lake Buena Vista.
Oh, silly. Yes, I should have known that.
Hey, you got it, baby.
Oh, acronyms. They get me every time.
All those acronyms. So...
Pins for Life 1028. Thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. That's coming to you.
And work on your payment. We've got it set aside for you.
It's already pulled aside. Julie, those Precious Moment pins were adorable.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I saw those and I was like, somebody's going to lose their minds over those Precious Moments.
One of my grandmas collects Precious Moments. And so I immediately thought, my parents don't need this. My parents don't need this.
Aristocats. Vintage Vinylmation, or Vinylmation, Vintage Vinyl. Limited edition of 3,000. 40 normally we're running at $36.
$36. Now, Pins for Life. I gotta know, who's Sarah?
Who is Sarah?
Is it Covilla? That would be like a total wow moment. All right, Sammy Joe, congrats. Although they can't talk to us yet. I don't think
they are talking.
Oh, they are talking. She was trying to outbid you.
So these are Pink Aloe Mode, but these are the artist-proof versions. I do like how they put the artist-proof stickers on all of their stuff. So I got Huey, Dewey, and Louie, $60. Normally we're gonna run at $54.
So Juice Box is at Target right now, and there's a brand of pans called Figment.
I know. I saw that.
What color are they?
They're not purple.
Okay.
They're not purple. Yeah. You kind of wish they were, but they're not purple.
I wonder why they called it Figment. That's strange.
Congrats.
Donna.
I've seen that before. Pink Aloe Mode is they own the rights to make Disney pins. So they're official Disney pins that are made by a third party person, not by Disney. One of the other nephews, don't ask me, right? 54, don't ask me which one. Right, it's an LE300 artist proof. Yeah, they do make a lot of jumbo pins, like bigger looking pins.
I think it was a in your face, Sarah, because they got it. I think that was what I got out of it. Congrats, Donna. Ooh, I gotta put a giveaway up. Give me 1 second. Let me show.
Oh, doing some socks. Yes. Ooh, Deadpool socks. Some Deadpool crew socks. I'm gonna pop those back there. That's our next giveaway. Get in there, guys. And the last nephew. I couldn't tell you which one was Huey, Dewey, or Louie. I just know that they're all there. 54 on that one also. Then I'll be honest, Julie. The next pin coming up is, I'm going to say it again, low key. That's what the kids say, Julie. Oh. That's why you didn't know what it was.
Okay.
That's what the kids say. Low key, the next pin, I was surprised.
Congrats, Donna.
I think I put a really good price on it. I collect Muppets. Right, sitting in the middle, Muppet Vision 3D.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm allowed to think of what the kids are saying nowadays, right? $60 normally. This is a limited edition of 2,000. $54. I think I put a heck of a price on that. And then
I was only picking on you with Loki because it sounded like you were saying Loki.
Yeah, Loki, my favorite.
Loki.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston. He's
That's
awesome.
why I was picking on you earlier.
Tom Hiddleston. We love that guy. It's great in everything. I don't know. Has he actually been in anything besides Loki?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else.
I think he was in Crimson Peak.
Oh, you're right.
That's just throwing that one out there.
But that was like years ago.
That was a while ago.
Wow.
Oh, more Fragmenteers.
I forgot about that.
Don't forget to get your coupons. He has done a lot.
Has he?
This is the I Collect Villains pin. Got all your villains. Oh, look, there's the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Limitation of 2,035. That's $31.
There you go. He played Hank Williams Jr. opposite Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, yes. I do remember that. Now that you say that, I completely remember that. Who is completely ready to go take their kids to the Minecraft movie? Because I'm pretty sure we're taking Evelyn to the Minecraft movie.
We're going to go to Minecraft tomorrow.
We're going to see the Minecraft movie tomorrow.
We're going to do it.
Because Evelyn wants to see it.
And Evelyn's going to be alone tomorrow. No other kids home this weekend.
Yeah, Isabel's got... dropping
Isabel off at 2:30 in the afternoon and not picking up till 2:45 a.m. on Sunday.
Yes, Isabel's got Grad Bash at Universal. So limited edition of 4th, another really cute one. Plan, what is that? Is that National Day for Planning a Vacation? Goofy movie pin, $27. Let's go.
Carousel for Winnie the Pooh?
Carousel for Winnie the Pooh is in the 5th bucket, so it's coming up here. We're in bucket 4 right now. Any LE 500s. I got limited edition 100s.
Even better.
I got limited edition. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Actor Ethan 16, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Another Goofy movie pin. I love this pin because I don't think there's enough Lester's Possum Park pins in the world. Limited edition of 2,000, $35. We're gonna run it at $31. It's a pin on pin, like almost like shadow box because like the one behind it.
Yes, if you're looking for limited editions and somewhat lower ones, we do usually run those on Friday shows.
Fridays and Sundays. Yeah, Fridays and Sundays are more of our carded pins. Tuesdays, dollar starts. That's your board stuff.
Yeah.
Matt D, congratulations. Next, the Pooh's Honey Pots, which is little honey pot cereals. And you've got the honey pot dangle still on there. I'm going to close that up in there. Limited edition of 4,000, $30. We're going to run that at 27.
You got 30 seconds to get in on the giveaway before it runs. That's the Deadpool crew socks.
Deadpool socks just chilling there. The Beauty and the Beast pin that Courtney Jahay says we're completely not running and we don't have is definitely coming up in like the next 6 pins. We got some Rapunzel coming up, some Fox and the Hound coming up. Okay. 2010, Precious Moments, the crossover that your grandma would have loved.
Yes.
That your grandma would have absolutely... Do you not know what to get your grandma for Christmas? Does your grandma like both of these? Disney and Precious Moments?
Merhut,
congratulations. You got the Deadpool socks coming to you. $40 normally, we're running at $36. My grandma would absolutely love that.
Any more Ariel? I know I was pricing some Ariel today, so we'd like
Oh,
to
there's
have
some really nice Ariel coming up
on
Sunday.
Sunday show also. Gina Bailey,
There
congratulations.
is more Ariel coming up in the last bucket. Okay, so you have two different castles here. This is the Walt Disney World castle.
You can see she's got Cinderella.
Cinderella and the Walt Disney World castle there. 25 normally we're running at $22.
So cute.
I mean, I'll be honest. Coming in the collection that I got that I just bought yesterday, and they're not far from us. They're maybe like 20 minutes away from us. Any more Alice pins? We have so much Alice.
We could literally pick from the bucket I priced today.
I have so much Alice that
Gina Bailey.
it's ridiculous at this point.
Nice old lady was an Alice collector.
Hold on. Can I show one pin?
And go ahead. And Richard said,
here, I'm gonna show you. You can talk to them for a minute.
So nice old lady was an Alice collector, and Richard picked up this week, like Wednesday, from her, and he said that she was getting teary-eyed when she was telling him about her Alice collection.
Alice was one of her main collections.
Yeah, so that's sad when you think about that. And I know Red Binder guy, he collected a lot of Jimmy Crickets, so that might be why you see more of that in like the Buy It Now, because that was his collection.
Oh my gosh, there's so many pins in here.
And yeah, so we're helping these people to sell their pins because they really don't have the access to do so. So we're helping them out, and they're going to good homes. Hopefully
Julie, why are there so many pins in here?
What exactly are you trying to look for?
There was a thing in here I wanted to show. Well, that
bucket did look nice. Now it's all messed up.
That's
LE
coming out.
125.
LE 125. That's coming on Sunday. Limited edition of 1,000. He's adorable. Look at him.
Look at that.
Limited edition of 100. Alice, $350.
Yeah.
Like there's some ridiculousness.
There is.
Limited edition of 500. Disney auctions. Like these were all sitting on top of each other, so I knew I could grab and just show really quick. Limited edition of 1,000 Disney auctions with Dinah. Limited edition of 100. Like there's some ridiculousness coming. I love Scrooge pins. Boss's Day.
There was a lot of Disney shopping pins also.
Oh.
I had a Disney shopping that I priced today.
Limited edition of 100.
Beautiful.
Woo!
That was Snow White, but now it's mixed in the bucket. But it was beautiful. She had gems on her and everything. Gorgeous.
Julie, I'm gonna do a pin. I'm gonna do a pin at a dollar start. We haven't done a dollar start in a little bit.
All right.
So, I love this pin so much.
One of our favorites.
It's one of my favorites.
Richard says that a lot.
I say that a lot. Does anybody know what this pin is?
This is such a cool pin.
It's not a waffle. It's a manhole cover, and it's got Goofy.
So cute.
Julie, $1 start.
$1 start.
$1 start. I love this pin. One of my favorite pins.
He's like, oh, hey.
Yeah, you think it's a waffle, but it's a manhole cover, and then there is Goofy.
Oh, yuck.
And if you guys are putting offers, remember, we're accepting all offers in the Buy It Now. Shh, Deb, good grab on that one.
We love that pin.
I thought it was a weird looking Epcot ball. I mean, I could see it to a point. I could see that. Back to the Precious Moments. Aurora, Sleeping Beauty Castle, Disneyland's version of the Precious Moments. $22 on that one. It's been a long day. It really was a long day. I like at work, it was like never, like I felt like the whole day was just running together at one point.
Yes. I couldn't take a nap today because we had pressure washer guys come out and do our patio.
Gina Bailey, congratulations. Precious Moments, Sorcerer Mickey. 35 normally we're gonna run that at $31. We're into bucket number 5 right now, just so you guys know. We just got into it. People were asking about the carousel horses. Those are all coming up. The Winnie the Pooh one, all that. In about 10-ish pins or so. Congrats.
Gina.
Minnie Mouse, Precious Moments. $30 normally. We're going to run at $27. And then we've got, after the buckets, we'll get into show and sell, and we're basically, it's a beautiful series. We'll get into the buckets, do a little bit of show and sell, like we said. Limited edition of 300. It's got Kevin's babies. That's the best part about it. It's got Kevin's babies. 45 normally. We're going to run that at $40.
There we go. But yeah, tomorrow we are probably going to go to Disney Springs to go see. I'm thinking Disney Springs.
Sounds good.
To go see Minecraft with Evelyn. Because I feel like going to the Edison.
Ooh, we like the
Edison.
Edison.
Sound good?
We like the Edison. You can convince me to go to the Edison.
And she's never been there before, so.
Congratulations.
Susie Q, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Then there's this pin. Limited edition 800. $60. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
54?
$54.
Yes.
Cast exclusive limited edition.
Disney Springs has an AMC on their property, so yeah. So I think that sounds fun.
Sounds good.
To do in the evening.
Yeah, when you go there, you can eat there also.
Yeah.
Like you can order, but I'm just gonna get popcorn there.
If we're still hungry.
Courtney Jahay, congratulations.
Congrats, Courtney.
Glad you got it. Limited edition of 300, Julie. I was like, it's copper. Wow. I almost was like, is it hot or copper? Copper. Copper's $160. We're taking $16 off. So it would be $144.
There you go.
LE of 300. Oh, we're going to have our first one of the night, Julie. There we go.
That's okay. Everybody's looking for those at pin events.
Yes. Right? Spring, limited edition of 3,000. This is a 4-pin set normally. They were sold individually. 25. We're going to sell it for $22.
I don't think that we got any of the Windows of Evil or Magic from Red Binder Guy this week. So
yeah, not this week.
Not this week. We may have already gotten everything that he had. Because he usually tries to keep things together. It might be like a folder off.
Like pretty well organized.
Congrats,
Sunny Britt.
Sunny.
Limited edition of 700. Disneyland Paris. You got Rapunzel and Belle. $50 normally. We're going to run that at $45.
There we go.
And we're into bucket 5. Bucket 6 is the last bucket for the night.
And we'll do some
and then we'll do show and sell and show you all the stuff that was not selected today.
Which is combined into 4 buckets. Isn't that awesome?
It is nice. 4 buckets.
That's kind of exciting. Congrats, Sunny.
Congrats, Sunny Britt. Okay, now starts all the carousel horses. Limited edition of 700 from Paris. Jasmine carousel horse. 50 normally. We're going to run that at 45. We have an overabundance of carousel horses for the next 6 pins.
They're cute, though.
Yes.
Kappa.
Kappa, congratulations. Next, same series. Cinderella, LE of 700, limited edition 700. $45 on that. I couldn't believe only one person selected this stitch pin. Oh, somebody asked about Tower of Terror. Oh, yeah. It's a gorgeous one. Stitch Tower of Terror.
Kappa.
Cindy. Next, same collection. Limitation of 700. $45 what we're going to start at for Pocahontas from that same series. Stitch Tower of Terror coming up in about 12-ish pins.
That was the one he literally just showed me.
Yep, I just showed it to Julie. Yep, Stitch Tower of Terror coming up in about 12 pins.
Kappa, you got it.
Congratulations. This is the Disneyland Railroad Carousel Horse. Limited edition of 2,000, 35 bucks. We're going to run that at, Julie's already running at 31.
Just hit the button.
She's like already doing it.
I just hit it.
Already doing it. And we got a whole bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline.
Queen Angel.
Congrats. Got some Ariel coming up. Here's the Winnie the Pooh horse. Limited edition of 2,000, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. $70. We're going to run it for 63 bucks.
All right, another giveaway time. All right, giveaways up and running. Get in on that.
Queen Angel, congratulations. Disneyland, 65 Years of Magic. The Main Street Cinema with Mickey. 35 normally. It's an LE of 2,000. We're going to run it at 31 bucks.
So Tuesday's show went out on Wednesday, and man, did I get lucky, you guys, because I went and dropped it off, and my post office was, all of their systems were down, and so I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to drop it off, but he immediately started scanning. He's like, oh, I just can't give you a receipt. I'm like, oh, thank God. So everything got dropped off on Wednesday. Congrats, Deb.
Signed by the artist. And happy holidays. He signed the card also.
And
that's
it's not the artist.
Oh,
it's
that's the chef.
The chef.
Okay, that did the gingerbread. Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's kind of cool.
Fairy Godmother. This is the contemporary one. 22 bucks is the start on it. And then we've got well, less than 20 pins. Like 18 pins left, and then Amy, congratulations. Next, same series, Peter Pan. On that is the Beach Club. Yeah, I almost said Beaches and Cream. The Beach Club, $20. We're gonna run the 18 bucks. Let's go.
I did almost book Beaches and Cream for my birthday getaway, but then I was like, I don't really want to leave the resort because it's not at our resort.
You kind of want to stay there.
Kind of just want to stay there.
So
yeah, I still don't know what we're gonna do for that. But
not hoop-de-doo.
Not hoop-de-doo. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing hoop-de-doo, but I don't really want to go to hoop-de-doo.
We just went in June, so.
LE 2000. It is Stitch. He's a chef. Look at him. He's a beautiful boy. 35 normally. We're going to run him at 31 bucks. Got a couple more Alice limited editions coming up. The last 2 pins of the pulled pins. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. About 14 pins left of what you pulled. And then we're going to bounce into the show and sell stuff.
Congratulations, Teresa.
Next one is Belle. She's in her Christmas dress. Limited edition of 2,025. Normally we're going to run 22 bucks. Her and her horse.
Stephanie.
Congratulations, Steph. This glows in the dark.
See, I don't mind doing their food. I think their food is good at Hoop-de-Doo. I just wish that I wish they'd change up their show a little bit because it's the same show each time you go.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just different actors sometimes.
Limited edition of $1,500, $30 normally. This is the pass holder exclusive. So 27 bucks on that is the 45th anniversary of Space Mountain.
But there is a part of me too that, in a way, kind of don't like that they share the kitchen with their quick service, because then you can get basically the same food that you're paying a lot for, at their quick service
for like a quarter of the cost.
Right. Congrats, Deb.
Hong Kong Disneyland. I love this series, the camera series. These are limited edition of 400. This is Bo Peep. $45 normally. We're going to run it at $40.
There you go. But yeah, when I did go to look to see if they had it, you know, I they only had 8:30 available anyway, and I don't want to eat at 8:30 at night.
Yes.
Congrats, Sarah. You have 10 seconds to get in on the giveaway that's running.
Dumbo the Flying Elephant, 65th, the 65 Years of Magic series. Limited edition of 2000. 35 normally. We're going to run it at 31 bucks.
Smack 73, congratulations. You got the giveaway.
Next giveaway is going to run in 10 auctions. So basically, once we finish this up, we'll be running the next giveaway. And we'll be bouncing into, like we said, the show and sell.
Yes. And probably have a quick night tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get through all the stuff that we showed you guys, give you an opportunity to get it if you want to get it. And then we'll go and...
San Joe, and I got a fragment here.
I got to get ready for Sunday night anyways. So, like, I got to get the show ready and get it sorted and ready to go.
Yes.
There we go. Congratulations, Sammy. Letters and numbers. And, of course, it's filled with letters and numbers. Limited edition of 4,000. 25 normally we're running at 22 bucks.
Yep, some Loungeflies have been faked. We've been running across them in the parks.
The
quality on the front's just awful.
Yeah, it's bad.
But then you turn it around, and usually that's even a very bad quality also.
I'll be honest. Like, if you're looking at
Congrats.
If you're looking at pins on the boards, if they don't have crisp lines, like if the lines are like really bad, really off, really dirty. I call them dirty lines. They're like squiggly, almost look like squiggly, like straight lines. They're fake. Yeah. And there's a lot of them. You can look in 2 seconds and be like, that's fake. But then even when I post the videos, a lot of people are like, how can you tell that they're fake? And I'm like, when you look at them, you see it in 2 seconds. Yeah. Stained glass. This was a pass holder exclusive. It's hiding underneath there for pass holder. Limited edition of 2,500. 45 normally. We're gonna run him at 40 bucks for Stitch Tower Terror.
I think that's just the hardest.
Jagged, part. Yeah.
That's the hardest part with trying to get people to understand. You know, they're like, "How do you know? You know, how do you know? How do you?"
You just know.
And yeah. We only know because we've been doing this we've lived here for 7 years. Mm-hmm. So. Holly Go Lightly, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
So with having our hands on the pins in the parks and, you know, just being able to have the real pin and compare it to what you get off of the boards, it just, over time, I mean, it comes so naturally. I wish it was easier to tell you guys a different way.
Yeah, I mean, there's things to look out for.
Yes, we did run the Aristocats pin already.
Limited edition 900 Lumiere and Minnie Mouse. $30 normally. We're running that at 27 bucks. It's a Disneyland Paris exclusive.
There we go.
Limited edition. I think that's the problem is like there is no one way. Like you can say, oh well, the Mickey backs don't go all the way to the edge. There's an entire hidden Disney series that none of them went to the edge.
Congrats, Jen. Well, and that's been popping up more and more in the Facebook group too.
Where people are thinking that it's multiple series. And people think that they're like, oh, it doesn't go to the edge, so it's not real. No, it's 100% real. Like it's 1,000% real, but the problem is that not everything is exactly the same. Yeah. Limited edition of 2,500 Beach Club, $30 normally, going to be 27 bucks. One of the things, there was a lot of people I saw a lot of people posting and sharing in other groups and on Instagram about on the back with the diamonds, the cubic zirconias, that the ears weren't matching or that they weren't attached. Yeah. So they were fake. That was a telltale sign for fake pins. Congratulations, Mel. And I get the Goofy movie pin that we just sold today. And I get it, and I look at the back, and it's not. They're not attached.
Yeah.
It looks just like the ones that they're saying are fake, and I just bought it from the park.
Right. So are they fake or are they just stolen?
Bad quality control.
Or stolen.
Yeah, one size does not fit all.
If they're not getting it from Disney, are they stolen?
Yeah. Limited edition of 2025 on it. We're going to do $22 for Dumbo.
Quality control is a big issue.
It is a major problem. Like that is one of Disney's biggest problems right now. Is quality control is terrible. And you want to know how we solve this problem? I can solve the problem of Julia. This is how we can get fake pins out of the park.
TW Penguin, congrats.
Do you know how you can do it? Stop bringing fake pins to trade in the park.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Crazy concept. Don't trade fake pins in the park, and there won't be as many fake pins in the park. Limited edition of $4,025. DVC Summer Vacation Series. Really cute. Chip and Dale and Goofy. $22.
But yeah, Richard purposely traded for a scrapper off the boards. I actually have it by me. Congratulations. SK Nurse, you got it.
SK Nurse, good grab.
But he wanted to trade for it because he wanted to be able to show you guys the difference between the real and the fake.
Moves up and down. Limited edition of 2000. $35 on the King Arthur's Carousel for the 65th anniversary of Disneyland. We're going to run $31 on that. We have 3 pins left of what you selected for the night.
Ooh, almost hit that. Oh, wait, that does hit that.
It does hit it.
Exactly 100.
It's going to be exactly 100 pins sold tonight.
Then, oh. So you miscounted. It was 101. Right?
Possibly.
Cap, congrats. Just picking on you.
Cast exclusive limited edition of 500. Pluto 45th anniversary of Space Mountain. 35 normally, we're going to run at $31. Are always good to collect. I mean, they're good to collect.
C. Canny at 1028. Thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. If you guys want to really have some good reads, though, go to the comments section of my videos that I've been making. 90% of the comments are, how can you tell? And the other percent is like, well, as long I don't care if they're fake or not. And it's like, you care if you spend $20 on a pin and then you go and trade it for something that's worthless. Yeah. Like, you do end up caring about that. Limited edition of 1,000 Alice with Hanging Cheshire. $80 normally. And we're going to drop it to $72. I've been watching your videos. You're posting and can't find the real ones. What? Summer. I circle them for you, Summer.
It is kind of a fast circle. Do you have control over the circle?
No, the problem is I need to linger longer on the boards, but I don't feel like lingering too much longer on the boards. I feel the cast member, you don't want to make the cast members feel like awkward.
Aria. One of the cast members made a remark, "Are my pins okay?" as we were like getting ready to leave and we didn't trade. And we're like, "Yeah, you have." I told them, "You actually do have some real ones on there. It's just we're not there to trade for them."
That's kind of the reason I started.
Showing.
Well, I will say that's kind of Summer. That's kind of the reason why I moved the circles towards the end of the video, right, so that it gives you a chance to look at it and like, what do you think is real or fake? Yeah. I love this pin too. 2004, $40. We're gonna run at $36. I have this one, luckily. I told Summer we'll meet up with them and we'll go. We'll have to walk around Epcot and pin trade.
B. Cassandra, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
And I'm gonna get a giveaway up there for you guys.
Okay, we're gonna shift it into show and sell. So if you guys have never been here for show and sell, what we do is I show you the pins that were not selected from the night. I have a yes button.
Yes.
I have a no button.
No!
Wow.
Oh my.
That was aggressive.
He sounded longer than normal.
He did.
Wow.
So I have a yes and no button. I'm going to show you the pin. If you would like me to run the pin, I will run it at the 10% discount. So I will let you know when I'm showing it what the 10% discount would be. If you would like to make more of an offer on it, I have wiggle room on some of this, but I'm not going to go crazy on it since it's the first time showing you guys.
Absolutely, Lori. We saw it multiple times yesterday when we were trading. People with scrapper bags.
Yeah, there was a lot of it. I mean, there was a lot of families doing it.
But we were behind a few people that were actually trading real pins on the
Yes,
board. That was nice.
there's someone that jumped in front of me with a cast member that had the pouch on.
Yeah.
I'll flip it to me for a second. And they were like they beelined in front of me, and I was like, got it. So she went and she traded some nice munchling pins on there. So it was kind of nice because you know you see that they've got their pinfolio, and it's not like I've seen the pinfolio and then they have real stuff in the pinfolio, but then they have their baggie of all the other stuff, and they start picking out from their baggie, and you're just like, oh man, please don't do that. My wife ran away. Well, we'll show you guys the stuff that was not selected, and then we'll go from there. There's a pass holder Skyliner pin that I'm surprised nobody selected. We'll be showing that here in a minute. We'll go from there. Julie! But I'll start showing you guys some stuff. So, Magic of Honor. These are the we had It's a Small World earlier. This is Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's at $60. 10% discount would be $54. Then we have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That is a limited edition of 2,000. The discount with that one would be $45. Yes. LE 5000. This is the Terrific Transformations. It's Old Hag, and that is $25. We're gonna go ahead and the 10% discount would be 22 on the Evil Queen. Limited release, Disney Hollywood Studios celebrating 35 years. $30. The discount would be 27 on that. Skyliner pass holder from 2019. Limited edition of 3,000. $30. 10% discount would be 27. Is everyone awake?
I know everyone.
Is nobody here?
Sleepy today.
Is it time to go? Is it time to shut the show down?
Somebody did say.
I'm ready to go lie down.
Somebody did say it was dreary where they were at. Weather was
Dreary. 2019. Up. Limited edition of 700.
I'm shocked that nobody picked those, but they are higher priced.
They are higher priced, yeah. Those are always expensive.
Queen for 20.
Evil Queen for 20.
Yes!
There we go. Evil Queen's running at 20.
There we go.
So, like, if you want something run, like, I'll do the 10% discount on them. So, if you want to say, hey, run Skyliner. If you want me to do that, then we'll run that at 27. This is going to be what you're basically. We started. They said $20, so we started the auction at $20. So we're basically, you're basically making the commitment to make the first bid on it at that point if we're going to run it. This is the cast exclusive limited edition of 800. It's a good price on that. $35 for the Jungle Book.
Did you guys want the Skyliner pin run? I saw that came across twice.
Yes. Skyliner. Okay, so we'll run that at 27. That's the pass holder exclusive.
All right, there we go.
Yes, or if you ask for a reasonable price.
Jungle Book 25.
That's a heck. I don't think I could do $25 on that, Julie.
Okay. I'm just reading the chat.
No.
But Julie.
Congrats, Deb.
But Julie, do you know what I could start it at? Cast exclusive limited edition of 800. $1. Let's go.
There it goes. Ooh, and giveaways running too. Will the other Red Binder Guide pins you showed earlier in the week run on Sunday?
Yes.
Yes, they will.
Yes, they will.
Sarah D, 10 520, congratulations, you got the giveaway. And Leah, congratulations, you got the pin.
Congrats on that. We've got Ellie of 800. It is Frozen, Anna and Elsa. $50 on that one. We had some of these, the Fun Adventures ones. I love the fact it's Honest John and Gideon.
First giveaway.
First giveaway.
First giveaway win.
Ellie of 700, $50 for Gideon and Honest John. Genie on the Flying Carpets, the Magic Carpets, $40 on Genie. Phantom Manor, which is their version of, and it's Drag Genie. if you collect Drag Genie, it's Drag Genie. Limited of 700, $80 for the Phantom Manor Donald.
And I already tried to see if it was a glower, and it's
not.
And I was so sad because it looked like it should.
Orbitron, which is what they call their Astro Orbiter. Limited of 700. Goofy is $50. It's a Small World with Tinkerbell. Limited of 700. That's $50. And Peter Pan's Flight. Limited of 700. $40.
45 for Small World.
Yes.
All right, there it goes.
Get that going. Then we've got some Alice, some LE 500 Alice pins coming up.
34 for Peter Pan.
34. Well, somebody said 35 right underneath that, so we will be doing 35.
Congrats, Amy.
35 on Peter Pan. And then, oh, I didn't realize what was on there.
What was on there?
The Peter Pan pin.
Oh.
Frozen, let's see. Frozen for
Congrats, Mama
40.
Girl.
Well,
You got a teddy coming your
I
way.
didn't even see that. Julie priced these. That's why.
This was yesterday.
Well, you priced it. I didn't see that though. So there's got the teddy bear. Yeah. There you go. First time Red chatted for Mom to One Girl.
Yeah, you can't you can't turn Peter Pan into an acronym.
So $40 we're gonna do on that one, and then we'll do 70 on Phantom Manor. Woo!
Why didn't I did? You know what, Aria? I priced so many Alice pins today.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures that you saw were not even half of it.
No, there's so many Alice pins.
It was probably only a quarter of it.
There's so many Alice pins, it's ridiculous.
Cassidy True, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. And then 70 on Phantom Manor with Donald.
There we go.
Oh, that's a cool aerial.
Yes.
That's cool. And 40 isn't a bad. That's a good price on that.
No, yeah.
All right, Julie's pricing. You guys got Julie pricing coming up here. Got a lot of Julie pricing coming up, guys. Just be happy about that. Okay, I'm gonna do last call for anything that's up there.
You have a bucket?
Yes.
Yes.
So last call on anything that is sitting up in front of you. 35th anniversary, 30, last call.
There might be some more
Goofy
Tinkerbell coming up.
LE 700, last call. 20,000 Leagues, last call. The Kilimanjaro Safari, wow. LE 700, last call. Up, LE 700, last call. LE 700, last call. And LE 700, last call. The Tiana, limited edition of 2,400. 55 on that one. We'll put this down here because I got 3 pins that are going to take up the whole top end. LE500, $100, Disney auctions.
Run the Tiana.
Okay, so it would be $6 off. So we'll start that at $49.
There we go.
Because if you say run, we're still gonna run it at the 10% discount.
Yep.
I know you guys probably know that, but just reiterating.
Or you can make it an offer as long as it's a nice offer.
Within reason.
Congrats, Albadell.
Today's not a day that I feel like I need to get rid of all the pins.
Yeah.
There you go. Mad Hatter LE500, $75 for the Disney auction. This stuff goes great to pin events for us. So
Yeah.
if you don't want me to run it, I don't have to run it. LE500 White Rabbit is actually $80. I found it funny, he's more expensive than the Mad Hatter. This is the cast exclusive limited edition of 500, the anniversary series. There's Jiminy for Pinocchio, $30 on that one. Cast exclusive limited edition of 1065th anniversary of Lady and the Tramp, $35 on that one. Rescuers Down Under, cast exclusive limited edition of 500, $30.
Run the Lady and the Tramp.
Run Lady and the Tramp, so we're going to run that at a 31 bucks.
There we go. Can you hold it up closer, Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah.
Just so they can see it. She had a chicken above her head?
Yes.
Just noticed that.
They're
Christine, congrats.
They're in like a hen house there. In that scenario. The It's Showtime series, limited edition of 1500. It is the Snuggly Duckling, and it is Rapunzel. $35 on that one.
I don't think we have any Ichabod Crane today, no.
And then we've got Doctor's Day, limited release. $35 on that one for this year's Doctor's Day. Run Rescuers, so that's be $27 on Rescuers.
There we go.
But yeah, we're into there's 4 buckets total of the stuff that was not chosen. So we're into bucket number 2 of 4.
Yay.
So we're making good progress.
So it won't be forever. Doness, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Run Rapunzel. So that would be a $31 start on Rapunzel. Limited edition of 1500. I like these World's Best Friends from Paris. They're really cute. They're really cute.
Yes.
We got a Goof Troop pin coming up. Got some D23 exclusives.
Congrats, Bill Marie. Did Red Binder Guy have any more
Of what?
Rescuers?
Not that I can recall. Not from this drop off that we had. Limited edition of 700 World's Best Friends, Dumbo and Timothy. $40 on that one. World's Best Friends, limited edition of 700. It is Ariel and Flounder.
I love how she's holding his little fins.
His little fins like that.
So cute.
Limited edition of 2000. $50 on the older Alice pin.
Doctor's Day for 30.
We can do that.
Well, yes.
So Muppets Doctor's Day for $30. Dumbo for 32.
Yes.
Ariel for 30. Well, Ariel for 35 first.
Yes.
Sounds good. We'll run those right after this.
Yes, that's true. If you do buy a Golden Oak home, you get the Club 33 membership. That's right.
You're automatically grandfathered into it, but your dues every year is $50,000.
Insane.
You have to pay $50,000 to Disney every year just for your like HOA dues, which
Congrats, Casey.
I complain about our HOA dues that we have now.
I know. We pay quarterly.
$35 for Ariel.
All right, there we go.
And we'll run Dumbo next.
Yes, he actually is switching his days off so he can go be there for that pin.
I have to be there. Like, I have to be there.
It's a must.
Congrats, Mel. And then World's Best Friends, 32 on that one.
There we go. Richard and I have to figure out what we're doing for next week, though, because our shows might get a little jumbled up next week. We check into Fort Wilderness on Fridays. We can't have a Friday show. I was thinking of a Thursday show.
I was thinking of a power hour.
Power
Like a power hour on Thursday,
Penguin.
where we do a whole bunch of flash sales.
Oh gosh.
No, but I'm just saying, do some flash sales, do some flash sales, do some craziness as far as like just dollar starts and just kind of run for an hour.
Because I can package it Friday and have it shipped Friday.
Maybe take the day off.
Be good.
He's like, you
you
can take. He's like, you can take a day off.
I do have to pay for the vacation.
Limited edition of 3,000. This is from the D23 event in D23 Expo in 2019. $25 on Mickey.
Run Pinocchio, please.
Run Pinocchio. So we'll run that at $27 for Pinocchio.
But then also our Sunday show might not be at the same time we've been doing. We've been going at 12.
We might have to go at like 6 when we used to go.
We might have to go a little bit later in the day.
Push it back a little bit later in the day, just so that we're like not rushing ourselves.
Congrats, Christine.
Would you do 18 for Mickey? Sure.
Yes.
So yeah, we have to plan ahead, and we'll let you guys know on Sunday's show what the actual outcome is going to be for the week. I don't want to cancel any shows. I'd like to still keep them there so I can pay for our vacation, my little birthday getaway.
I mean, Julie's like, I'm in like the mindset of, well, why don't we just cancel a show?
Yeah.
But Julie's like, oh, let's run shows.
Congrats, Deb.
We'll do nothing but flash sales. We'll be on for 30 minutes, and then we'll get off.
30 minutes.
30-minute flash sales, done.
Every day, 30-minute flash sale.
Yeah, 30-minute flash sales every day.
Oh my gosh.
Limited edition of 1,000, $30 for Woody. He's from the same D23 that Mickey was.
20 for Woody?
We do 20 on that, yeah.
Well, yeah.
There we go. So yeah, so that's coming up, and we'll let you guys know Sunday exactly what we're gonna do, time wise and day wise. Yes, we did already run all of the Disney Channel pins. That was the very first part of our show.
Yeah, people asked for that very early on. Yeah. Sophia, we got that pulled for you. Just work on your payment, but we got that for you. Pink Hollow Mode Mini Halloween. She's adorable.
Oh my gosh,
she's adorable. $30. That's an Ellie of 300. Goof Troop Max. Look at that one. Do you collect Max pins? Julie's like, no, I don't.
I don't. But what I like,
limited edition of 4,000.
When I was pricing this pin, I didn't realize that. I knew that happened, but I didn't realize that you could lift the
game. Yeah, the game
and
does.
There's actually a picture. It's not like the easiest thing to do,
but it does lift up, and
there's
Goofy.
Yeah,
on it too, it's really cool. 30 on that.
So that's cool.
I feel like I was a fat kid, Julie, so I can make this joke. I feel like Aurora should be holding a piece of cake instead of a bird.
It's baby weight.
I feel like she should have a piece of cake in her hand instead of a bird.
Oh man.
But she is adorable. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's a limited edition of 400, $60 if you're interested. I saw 25 on Max. We'll run that.
Rosie, I have no idea what auction that's sold at, so I would not know which baggie to look for it. Otherwise, I would say yes, I'll let you see it, but
yeah,
I don't know where it's at.
They're in the bags right now.
Because I think that was a little while ago that one sold.
We had some Emperor's New Groove earlier.
Congrats, Santana Tanya.
Congrats. What are you doing? Huh, Thor?
Thor's here?
Oh, no, it's Fancy.
Oh, it's Fancy.
Oh, Fancy. Fancy.
Here.
Fancy. Wow.
Hi.
Fancy.
So
hey,
fluffy.
Hey, Fancy.
Hi. Watch me, guys. I'm going to scratch this. Good girl.
Good job, Fancy.
Good girl, Fancy.
Fancy used to scratch the door frame.
Yes, so that had to go there.
So we put that there, and she doesn't scratch the door frame.
She's a good girl.
Bye, Fancy.
Bye, Fancy.
Thanks for stopping by. The people appreciate you.
No, Christine. The boards are not all real when you first get there at the beginning of the day. That's just usually when they have them updated with like the newer pins.
It really matters when the leader comes in.
Yeah.
So I love this pin. Limited edition of 3,000, $35. A little royal purple pigment, delight, imagination, spark, inspiration. 35 on that trifold figment. The pass holder exclusive, $20 for Mickey, Chef Mickey and Minnie. Chef Mickey limited release, $20. We got Run Mini. So that'd be 27 on Mini. Somebody already said to run Figment, so we'll do the 10% discount, so it's going to run at 31. We'll run it here in after Minnie Mouse.
There we go.
But we're down. We got 2 buckets left, Jules. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Julie's liking that. I brought wine home for Julie. Somebody went and says, "Oh, wine, you got a hot date tonight?" And you know what I said? I was like, no. I was like, no, I got tater tots and wine. Like, that's what Julie wanted, was tater tots and wine. What do we got? We got Chef Mickey and Minnie for 18. We'll go ahead and do that for 18.
Well, yes.
Yeah, we had fried shrimp today. That was good. That hit the spot.
It was okay.
It was okay. For me, it hit the spot. Congratulations.
Kamikaze, you got it.
Oh, we're supposed to run Figment trifold. So we're going to do 31 on the Figment trifold.
There we go. And I missed the off the page pin.
There is. Did I have an off the page today? Oh, Evil Queen, or Queen of Hearts is coming up for off the page.
Congrats, Pat.
There you go. And then Mickey, Chef Mickey at 18. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we've got. Yeah, we're doing good. I love these. This was the year I think we moved to. Yeah, 2019 was the year after we moved here. I remember these being in the store.
Congrats, Caitlin.
Congrats. National Tele-Fairy Tale. Limited edition of 4,000. $30. Aurora, the 3 fairies. Limited release, Flower and Garden Figment. We've got Teacher's Day. This is the guy, I don't even know. This guy's from like a short film, and they used to have the Disney sing-along videos, and this guy was at the beginning of the sing-along videos every single time. 25.
He looks like the how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Kind of. Didn't he start the sing-along? I just said that. He started the sing-along movies.
What was the start for this?
25 on the Aurora.
Yes, it is giveaway time. Let me put a giveaway up.
I'm gonna clear everything that's back there. Teacher for 19. We'll do that next.
Yes.
Kappa, congrats.
Congrats.
There we go.
And then last call. Take a look what's up there. If there's something you want, just let me know. 35 on Alice. We'll do the Alice for 35. Shh, Deb. Good grab. 35 on Alice. Karasha's free.
Yay, Karasha.
Run as fast as you can. Yes, Sunday will be all new stuff. It's gonna be a mix of a whole bunch of different things. But yeah, all new stuff. Julie priced a ton of stuff today.
That's what I did all day.
Julie just priced pins and put stuff in the buy it now.
All day.
I love this series. Limited edition of 5,600. These were the Boo to You
I thought you were doing
Halloween
last
party
call,
ones. I am going to do last call.
Oh.
Captain Hook with Smee behind there, $25 on that one. So last call, 25 on Figment. Last call on I Want Some Cake Aurora. Last call on limited edition of 500.
What year's Halloween?
2019.
Yeah, 2019.
Last call on Mad Hatter.
Run the Halloween.
Okay, and last call on White Rabbit. And then we'll go ahead and run the Halloween, and that is going to be a $22 start with the 10% discount. We have 3 more pins from this series coming up, and they're all equally amazing. There you go, Kev. Next, same series, Oogie Boogie with Lock, Shock, and Barrel. 25 on that one. And then we've got Maleficent with her her goons. I forget what they call them. Her henchmen. 30 on Maleficent. And then Jafar with Iago, 25. Then we'll put these up top. We sold the Aladdin earlier, and these are LE of 250. Genie, $60. Run Oogie Boogie, $22 on Oogie Boogie.
Yes. Run Mal.
And we'll run Mal right after. And we've got, start lining these up.
Congrats, Deb. You hit
Ooh,
halfway.
halfway wizard. I remember when Julie was a cast member, they had the frame set for this, was sitting at Cast Connections forever, and I never bought it. I contemplated it many times, but never bought it. $27 on the Maleficent with her goons.
And look, you didn't buy it, and we ended up getting the frame set from Red Binder Guy.
We did.
And then now this from Red Binder Guy.
Yep. I will say this: anybody that complains about people like going to the parks and getting a whole bunch of like one limited edition pin,
Kamikaze.
I will tell you these older people, they hoarded pins.
I don't think they hoarded them, but I think that it's been happening for forever. So,
Yeah.
you know, you want to have some good traders, right?
Limited edition of 5,600 Jafar. I'll pop them there.
We can run the Genie.
Yeah, because it's going to be with the discount. It's $54.
35 seconds for the giveaway before it runs. So get in on that.
Only stuff I'm gonna bin tonight is stuff that's like in the $300 price range, and we don't got much of that.
Run Fab 5 for 20.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, yes.
Copper did not. No, Copper's off to the side.
Yeah, nobody bid on Copper. We ran it earlier. If you want us to run it, let us know. Fab 5 for 20, we'll do that.
Back in 2019, for like 8 months, I worked at the Roaring Fork at Wilderness Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not for me, so I ended up leaving there in December. Has to be true. Congrats, you got the giveaway. And I left there in December, and then shortly after that, I started working at Publix. And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, it like
and
popped
we were, like, in a secure job. So it all happened for me.
So yeah, the Copper was pulled, but that was one of the only ones. That was the only pin that was pulled that was not
Disney
purchased.
Channel that all sold earlier today.
Limited edition of 250 Raja and
the Halloweens are from
Jasmine.
2019.
And then Jafar, same series, limited edition of 2,000 or 250. 50 on Jafar. Dalmatians, limited edition of 2,000 for the All-Star Resorts. 25 on that. Aurora, for the Grand Floridian, 25 on that. Limitation of 3,500.
In the year that we don't talk about. Right?
In the year that we do not talk about. 2020 did not exist.
Yasmin Raja 50.
You can do that.
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an S.
Yeah! LE 250, let's go.
We'll run the Dalmatians right after this.
We'll run it right after it.
Victoria, congrats. Fancy.
Fancy, what are you yelling about? 22 is what we're going to run the... yeah, Fancy's just over there meowing.
22, there that goes.
Fancy's like, hey guys, look what I can do. Hi, Fancy.
It's not a Figment Guy pin show without an appearance from Fancy.
A screaming cat in the background.
Yes. Amber Barham 2022-24. Thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Meow meow.
Those ones up there, I'm gonna do last call on them. I would go to like 45 on this one and 50 on those. If you want me to do that, I can do those. We're gonna run them in a regular auction. If not, whoop. Yeah, 50 is the lowest I'm gonna go on those two because I literally just got these in. And 45 is the lowest I'm gonna go on that one. Ellie of 4,000. 25 bucks.
I had some Easter in the buy it now section. You can always go and click on the house button, hit buy now, and you can do the search engine. Just type in Easter, see if anything still pops up.
50 on Genie.
But I'm not sure that we have any pins tonight to show, though.
For what?
Easter pins.
I don't think so. Tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be any Easter pins either.
I didn't run across any. But then again, I wasn't really looking.
Congratulations, Lindsay. Stitch 35, LE 4000. He's the All-Star cards. Love that series. These Disneyland ones are really cool. So we've got the Snow White's Adventures, limited edition of 2,000, 35 bucks.
I love that princess. Oh my gosh. How dare the grooming appointment go over? It's dinner time. Stitch at 28.
We can do that. And then the train, that's at 35 also. So Stitch at 28.
There we go.
Jafar for 21.
Oh, yes.
We'll run that right after this, Amelia.
Let me give a sneak peek on Facebook page. I saw an Alice and Stitch sitting on a mushroom. We'll be showing that tonight. That is going to be Sunday's show, right? Or no?
It might be.
Might be. Okay.
That's the expensive stuff. So just so you know, that one whole case of Alice is limited edition of 500 or lower, except for a couple of pins. Almost everything in that case, and a lot of them are limited edition of 250 and 100. So though they are gorgeous pins, but they are pricey pins.
So you're not taking pictures of them for Sunday show?
I can try.
Okay.
We have too much in the bin for the whole show.
All right, you've got Jafar for 21, Snow White for 28.
Yep, we'll do Jafar next, and then Snow White for 28. We'll do that right after. That's Goofy with Autopia. So Jafar next at 21. Queen at 20. We'll run that after the Snow White.
But we'll try to post pictures tomorrow before we head out, because we're going to go have a night out with our youngest, Evelyn.
So I'll post the pictures for Sunday's show tomorrow night. I might schedule the post to go up at around 8 o'clock, like pre-schedule it, just so you guys know like when it's coming. It's going to be like 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow, and that'll show you everything that we're going to run on Sunday. Next was Snow White at 28.
There we go.
Everyone's making popcorn.
I know.
You're going to smell that popcorn. You'll be like, show's over, guys.
Almost done. You got one more bucket?
You're like, show's over, guys. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, like I said, I wasn't expecting like LE 100 pins.
Shadowsaurus Rex, congrats.
Congrats. $20 on the Queen of Hearts All-Stars trading card pin.
Well, it's nice to have the surprise with having some LE 100s pop in.
I mean, it's nice, but then ultimately, I feel like a lot of this stuff ends up going to pin events.
Yeah, it does.
But it does very well at pin events, so whenever...
Pin Jamboree.
Congratulations. It's just Lilo and Stitch Disney Auctions. Limited edition of 100. $300.
Thank you.
Casey Jr. Train. Limited edition of 2,000. $30. Just casually. $300.
It's nice because it's not dated too, though.
Yeah.
It just says it has a tag and it says.
Has a tag
Stitch.
that says to Stitch on it.
It's cute.
Mark Twain Riverboat. 35 on that one. You've got the storybook land canal boats. 30 on that one.
You did a Beast cast.
That one already sold.
I know. Did he have 2 of them?
I don't think, not at the moment.
No.
We had other cast ones, and then we've got Mr. Toad, 35.
I know, nice old lady.
We got
she had duplicates.
Run Mark Twain.
But I don't think Red Binder guy had duplicates.
So Mark Twain will be 31 on that, and then 27 on the canal boats. We'll do that next. 28 on Toad.
Yes.
We'll run that right after that.
Sometimes we have duplicates. In most cases we don't.
Here you go, Summer.
But I know for like when we're running Nice Old Ladies pins, she had some duplicates of things.
Yes.
What is this one running at?
This one, okay, sorry, babe. This is this one's gonna be 27. And then Mr. Toad will run at 28 next. But yeah, she did have some dupes on some stuff, and like to the point where I'm like, I understand you like Alice. You didn't need 5 of the same Alice pin.
Kappa. And then 28.
28 on Mr. Toad. That one moves also. That whole series pretty much moves. Oh wow, I didn't realize that was the one you were telling me. Do we have another of the shopping cards?
Yeah.
And we didn't have it.
Yep.
That makes sense now.
Well, I ran across one today that was Snow White, and she was really low LE size too. LE 100. I think she's 100.
Limited edition of $380. So with the 10% would be 72.
28 for the train.
28 for the train.
Yes.
Oh, train. Top train. Sorry, there's 2 trains.
Did you get the right one?
Yeah, because it's that one.
There we go. Hi, Fancy. Are you coming to see us?
I'll put Copper over here also. He's at 160.
Oh, she's coming to see us.
Hey, Fancy. She's like, where can I lay?
Yes, I'm gonna put a giveaway up right after this. From Shadowsaurus.
Shadowsaurus, congratulations.
What you doing? What you doing? Hi. Oh, Mommy, I want some lovies.
That's all she really wants.
Give me some love, Mom. Give me some love.
Hers helping.
Hers is helping so much.
She's
huh?
helping Mom.
I gotta put a giveaway up, Fancy. What a good girl.
She just wanted some love.
She's a good girl. How about?
Just wanted some. Oh.
Is Mike past here?
I don't know if Mike is here.
Mike. Green Alien.
Green Alien sucks. I just saw Autopia for 25. Yeah, we can do that.
Give me a Y. Give me an E. Give me an S. Yeah!
All right, 25.
I'll put that there. Socks are the giveaway.
Yep, and that is up and running. What a good girl you are. You don't have to get up. I'm sorry I petted you. You can lay down.
You can lay down. Nobody will touch you. MKS, congratulations. Teapots. The Tea Party. don't know why I said teapots. Tea Party. Limited edition of 2,000, $35.
Teacups.
Teacups do move.
Teacups.
That's what I meant. Cinderella 25. That's an LE of 5,000. The gingerbread for that one. That's 25.
Teacups.
I mean, that's how much we have it on. If you want us to run it, it's a 10% discount, so we'll run it at 31.
There you go. If you want it,
that's
$31.
running. It's running if you want.
Congrats, Kappa.
Kappa, congratulations. I'll just get this one out of the way. Rip this Band-Aid off. Limited edition of 250. Alice, $150.
I believe she's a Disney shopping. I didn't write it down.
She is Disney shopping, yeah. That's a beautiful pin. Somebody asked about Tinkerbell.
Yes.
LE 700. It all started with Walt, The Wonderful World of Disney. And that's at 35 for that LE of 700. Limited edition of 2,500. 50th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland. $30 on that one.
Run Tinkerbell.
Run Tinkerbell. So that'll be 31 on Tinkerbell. Oh, Fragment here.
I did price a couple of teapots today. An LE of 225 Cheshire teapot.
Yes.
An LE of, I think it was 300 Tweedledee and Tweedledum. LE 450 maybe of White Rabbit. And then Alice was like LE 500. They're gorgeous. FB, congrats.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can go that low on that one right now. So we just got this stuff in, and I'm gonna take it to a pin event, and it's gonna trade at the right around the values that I have them at. So I don't think I'll be able to do 100 on that right now. Ellie of 3,500. Goodbye, Aurora. Last call on Casey Junior Train. 30 on that. Cindy, LE 5,000, $25. Last call. And then just some big boys. LE 500 auctions at 150.
Can you run Cindy?
Cindy.
She has the Christmas
Yep,
one, right?
22 on that one.
There we go. Now see the Alice second over.
Second, I'll show it in 2 seconds. That's a $30 start on that one. 55th anniversary.
Laura Fugg, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. And then that is 55th anniversary. It's an LE of 2,500.
$40 seconds to get in on the Green Alien True Socks.
LE of 1,000 Stitch Disney auctions. He's at 65.
Could you bundle both big Alice ones? 50 on Stitch.
I can do 50 on Stitch.
Yes.
I mean,
there we go.
The 10% discount is $30 off. So it'd be 300 minus $30 off would be 270. I could go as low as 250 on them.
Kappa, congrats, you got the giveaway. And Dil Marie, you got the pin.
There we go. And then we got a fragment here from Domari. The pass holder exclusive. This is we just had the 35th anniversary Was it the 35th? Yeah, 35th anniversary. This was for the 30th anniversary of The Little Mermaid. 40 LE of 5,000.
Green alien socks.
Green alien socks.
Yeah,
There we
2
go.
and a Kappa.
Okay. Okay. Last call on Queen of Hearts. Last call on Stitch, limited edition of 100. He's at 300.
Hopper at 130.
The discount was 10%, so that would have been 144. I think we could do one. We could do 130 on that.
And then you got 30 for the mermaid.
So we'll do that next.
All right, 130. There you go.
And then 30 on mermaid. We'll do that right after this.
Congrats, Stace.
Congratulations. I love the best in show pins. Those are all nice. That I will say this. The nice lady from Nebraska. She has every single best in show, and she has all the cat naps. So I feel like everyone's going to be targeted very heavily if you like dogs and cats.
Wait.
What?
Doing
I was doing last call on this.
Oh yeah,
I was doing Ariel
at 30.
I know. I was just
Okay.
doing.
I was
trying to clear.
That's why I was
No,
like,
okay. 30 on the Ariel. I was just trying to clear. I was clearing.
All right. There we go. Did you already hit that fragment? Here.
Not for Kit Kat. There you go. I'm just clearing because one more full board, and then we're pretty much that's everything we showed for the night.
Congrats, Mel.
Doing good. There you go. And then we've got Peter Pan and Hook, pass holder exclusive for Paris. And that's at 40.
240 for both. Final offer. We don't know Laurel Poe if we're gonna have any other best in shows. That one kind of just showed up.
No time soon. Like I said, the lady from Nebraska, we're basically waiting. I think it's one of those moments where she doesn't want to get rid of everything like right away. 30 on Peter Pan.
All of the Disney channels.
We'll do that.
Sold earlier. 30.
Yes.
120 for Alice Auctions. 30. There we go.
I'm thinking at the moment. I'm at a maybe. Let me think about it. Because somebody offered 240 for both of them, so I'd rather sell both of them at the 240 price tag.
All right, Nat D.
I'm more inclined to do that.
Do you want Robin Hood run?
It's a limitation of 1,000.
Let us know if you want Robin Hood run. We can do it at a 10% discount.
So we're gonna run these two. Okay, we're gonna run these first at 240.
240.
I had a lowest price, and then Aria convinced me to go lower.
It's girl math.
It's girl math, yeah.
Yes.
Congrats, Aria. Glad you got it. Both beautiful pins. I do feel bad, Aria, because there is so much Alice in this.
Yeah.
And there's such nice pins too.
All right.
Did they say just run it?
We're running it at 31, right?
31, yeah. That would be the run
10%
price.
discount.
10%. Mm-hmm.
Robin Hood's running.
I mean, that's the.
They're pretty to look at.
They
yes.
are. They are pretty to look
There's
at.
a lot of pretty ones to look at. Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that those were in there. That's cute.
Uncle Drewski. There's only two. There's Eeyore and Goofy.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
I love that pin. Congrats.
But no looking ahead.
No,
that's
bucket. Sunday. No, I'm not pulling from that bucket. This was that postage stamp series. So I don't know. Did we have Alice already on the postage series?
That was from that one that we had twice, right?
But I can't remember because
no, those ones made a picture.
No, I trade. No. I got
know.
this. This says Postal Service on the back. I traded for an aerial, and I couldn't remember what the other one was. So there's a whole bunch of them because they have the copyright U.S. Postal Service because these were actual stamps at one point in time. Limited or not? Sorry, not limited edition. 2006, $50 on the. We got Lucifer LE300 pink a la mode. He's at $35. LE300 Angel Jumbo, like I said, they're big pins. $40.
40 for the stamp.
I can do 40 on the stamp.
Yes.
There we go.
That stamp's running.
I can't buy them, but it's free to look. It's like free smells.
It is.
I
It's
like
free
that.
smells. What is that? Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. Free smells, guys.
Kim Dave 24658. Thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. And Lucifer, I could do 28 on Lucifer.
Well,
Sure.
yeah.
28.
LE300.
28. There we go.
Yeah, I have probably this next week. I think we have 2 collections coming. I think that's it.
Congrats, Jen.
Congrats, Jen. Although I did buy a Haunted Mansion collection. Did I talk about that? Did I talk about that?
Keep showing pins.
Artist Proof Stitch pink a la mode. He's an LE300 artist proof. 65 on him. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is a limited edition of 3,500. That is at 65. Disneyland Paris, Aurora, and Lumiere. LE of 900, $30. I know it's a good Aria. I know it's a good price. Julie, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yay.
So last call. If you want me to run one of these, last call.
Aurora for 25.
Sure, we can do that.
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an S. Yeah!
I mean, we got through everything in about not even 2.5 hours, because we did 15 minutes, 20 minutes worth of giveaways. We basically got through everything in just 2 hours, guys. Good job. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Congrats, Sophia.
So I will show you the bucket coming up.
Speak of the ewer that you said.
Okay, I'll do a quick little sneaky
There's
peek.
actually quite a bit of Winnie the Pooh in
So
that
I'll show a
bucket.
little sneaky peek. You guys want to see a sneaky peek of Sunday?
He'll be
Last
taking
call on
pictures.
any of this. I'll be taking pictures. But since you guys are here and we finished up a little early, I'll show you a little sneaky peek of what's coming up on Sunday. Last call.
Yay.
Somebody says run Stitch. So we're gonna run the Stitch. So that's a 10% discount. So $7 off. So we're gonna run that at $58. And then we'll do a little sneaky peek. Thank you guys. It was fun, like always.
Yes. So the next show is going to be Sunday, and that'll be at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is there Lion King or Chip and Dale for the sneak peek?
I mean,
there might be.
There could be. I mean,
there's a little bit of hodgepodge in there. Was that a new? I'm confused.
I think they
bought that happen.
I think they bought new from the thing.
That doesn't normally show.
Oh, I don't.
That was odd. Hannah Sarah, thank you for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Did they change their name mid-show?
Did you change your name mid-show? I don't know. I've never seen that happen before. It gave us 2 names at the same time.
So there's this cute Disneyland Paris parade series called The Jungle Book. And there's a whole series. We have that coming up on Sunday. That's a cute series that's coming up. I'm going to grab this. I'll show you guys some stuff. I'll just put it up here. You guys can see. We're not bidding on this. Eeyore from 2002. He's adorable.
You want to cuddle?
Whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what else we got going on here. I've already shown some of this, like Ellie of 100. That's sitting right on top. Limited edition of 1,000 opening day Wally pin. 50th anniversary Mad Tea Party. That's a good price on that. $25. It's a heck of a price on that.
Can you show the leaf one again?
Yes. Limited edition of 100. There's a lot of Alice.
Yes.
Let's just say
It's
there's
heavy on Alice.
It's heavy on Alice.
That's why some of it might not make it into the pictures. We might
What
reserve
is
it
that
for
from?
next week. It's Sugar Plum Fairy. That's what she had written on the
Sugar
back.
Plum Fairy. Nutcracker. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sugar Plum Fairy.
Pink Owl Mode. LE 300. $45. That's a cool one. Oh, this is a good one. I love this, like with the sidekick.
They're called heroines.
The heroine, yeah.
Yes.
Hero.
I looked it up today.
Yes,
That's how I
good.
know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Some of this might not make it to Sunday show. Some
It
of it
matters.
Might get
I mean, you got some nice.
Maybe next Sunday.
You got some nice $25 stuff. You got a whole bunch of 20 on the Mickey. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Oh, the parade thing.
Yes. LE100.
LE100.
Yes.
Cheese and crackers.
I know.
LE300.
Look at that.
Wow. What?
It's so cute.
It's adorable. Don't look at it. Oh, there's bigger vinyl, mate. Anybody need any of the limited edition Vinyl-mations? I know we got some in there.
Yeah, we got a bunch.
Yeah, there's some of those coming down the pipeline. Caveman. These are cool. Oh, these guys.
Oh yeah. I think we have
There's
four different ones.
4 different types of the hide and squeaks.
We got a tomato.
Figment. I'm just pulling off the top of the.
Yeah, Richard didn't get.
Oh, that's a dupe.
This one's a dupe.
That's a dupe. We ran this in tonight's show.
This one today?
Yeah, we ran that in tonight's show.
That was in one of her cases.
She's got the most random dupes ever. That's it. I love the good luck ones. Yeah, that's cute. And then on the back, bad luck. Gaston. Yeah, just some more of the Vinyl-mations. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one.
Scrooge coin.
I think it's from like 1990. It says on it. I think it's 1992.
1992. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool. Okay. Just some randomness. I've shown that already. I mean,
you showed that already.
I know, but it's an LE of 100. It's beautiful. The Scrooge Boss's Day. Cinderella off the page. Coming up. We've had these before, but they're adorable. On the cookie sheet. Grumpy. I like those ones whenever we have them.
We didn't even get to
oh my gosh
all of her stuff either. I know. Isn't that heavy? That's the one I told you
That's
last
heavy.
night. It is so heavy. I don't know what kind of metals they use, but this is a heavy pin. We're just doing sneak peek right now, so these pins are going to be in Sunday show.
Along with a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, or in future coming up ones.
I mean, that's just Ariel.
That's a surprise pin.
I can't.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I've never seen this pin before. And we have 4 of those ones. Not all the same.
Not all the same.
Yeah, different ones.
Oh, the LE. This is the stacking series.
Yeah.
From DSSH. It's a cool one. You know, just some whole bunch of different stuff. The Innovator, the Walt series. Oh man. A whole bunch of stuff in here.
Get on the side. You see the pin on the side sitting there?
That one.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Stacking Marie. Mickey Firefighter from 2000.
You know you love your Mickey firefighters. They're so cute. Power Hour now.
E-ticket.
It has glitter in it. Yeah, that was the Alice one. It has glitter in it, but not like liquid, just dry glitter.
Pin trading night. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of this stuff too. The Marine. This pin, I think she had like 3 or 4 of, and I don't know why.
But it's cute.
Yeah, so this is Scoop, who is Holland Hayes, who comes to our pin events. That's the character he played on Haunted Mansion. So.
Oh, does it glow?
I don't. Julie can
You
double
were
check
the
that.
one that priced that one.
I did price that one. I mean, but even just Ellie of 5,000
No, it doesn't.
playing baseball.
It is blacklight activated, that's for sure, but it doesn't glow.
101 Dalmatians, the vintage vinyl series. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming.
Does Scoop collect Scoop pins?
I think he has every single one of them. He's Scoop complete. Scoop is Scoop complete. Oh, here's like. That's Ellie of 250. Ellie of 250. Like I said, there's some craziness in here. Oh, here's that one, the Snow White. Yes. I had the Tiana from this set at one point in time. I traded the Tiana at a like a $400 value. Yeah. At the one pin event.
I'm gonna put her in plastic because she. Oh no, that's not the same one. The one that I have is.
It's a different one.
A different one than that.
Yeah.
Huh. Because the one I saw has gems on her.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good Alice stuff in here, but guys, there's also, I will say this: the second time that we've run the authentics of these.
Yeah. We don't have the full set though.
But
we don't have Orange Bird.
But Julie put $30 on Stitch. $30 on Stitch and Figment.
Guys, it's hard because all of the fakes are on eBay. How do you price a real one? So I put it higher than the fakes.
Grant's like rub. Jiminy with Figment. Jessica with Figment. So this is all running on Sun. I love these guys too. I've never seen these on the cards. I've seen these before, but I've never seen them on the cards.
They're pretty cool.
So, like we said, this is the stuff we're running on. Oh, Miss Tilly. You guys don't know what Miss Tilly is. That's the name of the ship at the top of Typhoon Lagoon. So, Jessica, Julie only put $30 on that Jessica, which I don't know.
Are you running these at 10%?
Coast Guard, I'm running these at 10% off. Wait, who collects Toy Story? Who collects Toy Story?
Toy Story? That's Mike Pass.
Mike Pass, right? He's not here.
He's not here.
I feel like this targets him so heavily. 5 tiny pins on the original card for $50.
Thank you, Michaela.
Yeah. Take a screenshot and let Mike know about that one, because I saw that and I was like, I know we have, there's some of these that we have dupes on these, and just some older, nicer stuff that will go for a nice Christopher Robin, Ellie of 1,000.
Yeah, I didn't know
he's really cute.
I've not seen that one before.
That's a cute one. Cast refresh, Huey, Dewey, Louie, 150 for all 3 of them on that. So, yeah, I mean, there'll be other stuff. I think that was a nice sneaky peek for you guys. We finished up a little early for tonight. Julie, you got a cat.
I got the fancy pins.
And there's a pile of pins here now that I got to put back in the thing.
Yes. You should probably put them in your buckets so that you can take pictures tomorrow.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I've been working all day. I'll do that tomorrow, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. And
Oh, revisit the $1 start boards.
$1 sharp boards.
The ones that are down there.
Yes. We were supposed to do that.
We didn't do that.
Dang, we forgot all
We didn't
about
do that, Julie.
And you're saying it at the end of the show. The show's over.
Yes. Well, we can look at that on Sunday.
Yeah.
I can put together
Sunday's a longer
with
day.
the stuff that you guys had from the $1 start boards. I'll put together like maybe 3 or 4 boards, and we can run a couple of the carded pins that you guys select, and then we can run a couple off the board. We'll do something along those lines for you guys.
And if it doesn't happen, it'll be Tuesday.
Kylo Ren. Who has Kylo Ren pins?
Kylo Ren would be like our boards, unless they're in our cases. He's either high priced or he's a lower dollar start price.
The fake pins don't come out that quickly. It's usually a couple of years before you start to see fake pins. They just started faking
2018?
the dog houses, which are
that's what,
2018.
That's what I had over here. That was what Richard pulled off the board. So
okay, I'm gonna put them up.
On trading for the fake one.
Which one's the real? Which one's the fake? So if you look at it, it's
good job, guys.
When you look at it, it's pretty obvious. So this is what we're talking about when you go up to the boards. When you've seen the real one and you see the fake one right off the bat, you're like, something's off about that. This is bigger.
Yeah.
Your Mickey head is a little sloppy. You can't really see it too well. Actually, you can see it perfect in the light there. Do you see how the lines are not straight lines? So like here, you got straight crisp lines. There, you do not have straight crisp lines. Those are the zigzag lines. They are very glitchy, like I kind of said earlier. So then when you flip over, look at the back. Number one, this has actually pretty good nubs for a fake.
Yeah.
But you can see the pattern on this series should go all the way to the edge. There's some of the newer ones where it won't go to the edge. It's focusing on fancy. Fancy. So yeah, you can tell like it's just a crisper looking back. But if you're looking at the front, like it is pretty obvious. Like look at that glare, look at that soft enamel glare that you don't get off of here. You can see like there's mess ups in the lines. It is a bit, yeah, wolf indeed for the doghouse. But you can kind of tell right off the bat. I wanted to show that for you guys because I thought that would be a good one to show.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's your biggest thing. So like I will be making some videos based upon like just these simple little pieces to look for. I'm not gonna go into like a 3-paragraph essay to show you guys like how like to tell spot fakes. I'm gonna show you these little things like the lines. I'm gonna show you little things, maybe the colors off a little bit. There are some hidden Mickeys or hidden cast lanyard pins that the colors are off big time. There's Haunted Mansion ghosts that are green, that have been faked, and they're green and they're disgusting. But yeah, so you can just kind of see with the pattern on there. Pattern goes all the way to the edge there. Nubs are sharp, actually, on both of them, which is surprising. Usually the nubs are kind of really worn down on these.
I think this year is 2018, right? Do you remember? I think this one's 2018. And this is the year that we started seeing now that they are starting to fake dog houses. That was the presents.
Yeah, the presents, like the Mickey looking present, like his colors as a present, yeah. Goofy's colors as a present, Chip and Dale colors as a present. That's actually in my last video. I put is a Chip and Dale present.
And the masks.
Oh yes.
For this year, and we're starting to see the masks.
The masquerade mask, the villains ones. We've seen those faked. So if we see those, we're gonna try and grab them so we can do some comparisons for you guys. So I'll go put some real pins on the board and take some fake pins off the board. But yeah.
We use pinpicks.com when we're looking up pins. But everyone's got their personal preference. That's just what we like to use.
That was something I grabbed it off the board because I knew 100%. Like I'm gonna look.
Such an obvious fake.
I'm gonna look at things like where the backs, like the nubs are bad. like you can tell it's a fake, but the nubs are bad. I want to get some different variations of that. So like when I'm doing the video, and it's going to be shorter videos, and I'm going to show each pin board, I'm basically going to tell people to stick around to the end for some tips and tricks on how to spot fake pins. But if you guys aren't on the Facebook group and you're not looking at the featured posts, we have so many featured posts at the top of the Facebook group, Pin Trading Disney, that there's a lot of great information on there. Julie has some posts up in there, and it's just same kind of thing with the pictures and quick, like this is what to look for. And I want to keep it simple for you guys. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with 47 different things you can look for a pin to be fake. You just need one thing to say a pin is fake in most instances. So guys, have a great night. Be on the lookout, like I said, tomorrow for the pictures. I'm going to post probably around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow. And that will be all the stuff running on Sunday. Circle what you want. We'll have some dollar start boards also on Sunday. So, bye, guys.
Bye.
It's
Have a
good talking to you. Have a great night.